Welcome into episode 100. So a really nice accomplishment we got going on here tonight, everybody. Of course, we're joined by Jake Biggie Mills because why not? The man in the middle with the perfect backwards hat going on right now.
Thank you.
Love the look. Love the look. And
Appreciate
CT, let's unmute you. I don't know why you're still muted. I'm sorry about that. But welcome in CT as well. We know what CT does for us. Comes on usually during baseball season, which he's going to be more on the show because we have the WBC coming up. MLB regular season, stuff like that. And then, of course, he just comes on for these Knicks games, just hangs out with us later on, which not that much longer. We'll have Dom on. Of course, he's great when he's on for, a quarter or two or whatever. And then Corey should be on in the second half. And then maybe a potential other guest. We'll see what mood he's in, the way the Knicks are playing later on. But, boys, before we get this game started, how we doing? Just want to check in on you guys first.
Doing good, JD.
CT, how we doing?
I'm doing great, JD. It's always a great day when the Yankees are playing, even for spring training.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have a few minutes. So, like, the fact that baseball is back in some form is great. Spring training games, the Mets played today. I was like, why not? I'm not doing anything. I might as well sit here and watch it. It's just the beauty of baseball. So that's great. But next week, I believe, is a WBC. So we'll get some, real competition coming up soon, which is going to be really, really fun. I'm excited for that.
Speaking of the Mets, did you hear about Juan Soto? He said he's about to win that MVP. He said, watch that.
He's talking a big game. I know. I saw that. He's talking a big game already. He's got to back it up.
He's coming for Shohei.
I hope so.
He's got to back that up, though, first.
He's got to back that up. And, I mean, he has an MVP year that I guess the team's going to be pretty good. So I'm rooting for that. And no one wants to see Ohtani win again. But in terms of the game tonight, we did this exact stream, Knicks versus Cavs, about 4 months ago. I can't wait to get Dom on here because we're going to talk about it again. But we had this exact game 4 months ago, opening night, and we sat here and we're like, what do we think of these two teams? I think we all agreed. I think CT was on as well. Biggie, of course, was on. I think we all, because we sat here and we're like, these teams are going to be very, very good, obviously. We thought they would be 1 and 2 in the Eastern Conference. They're up there. They're not 1 and 2. They're 3 and 4 instead. But Biggie, I think it's been what we expected, but I guess the cast of characters are a little different for both teams right now, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, especially with the trade that happened, about a month ago now?
At this point, yeah, it went quick.
At this point, it's about a month, and it showed to really make impact. I mean, wow. I didn't think it would make that much of an impact this early, but or I didn't even think it really would make one at all, to be honest with you. Like, at first, I didn't think it was going to mean much, but sure as hell it has. My God. I just think I've said it in previous streams that James Harden kind of took the pressure off Mitchell, which Mitchell is at a point where I feel like he's not he's good enough to be like your number one guy, but I just don't think he's played up to that level. Like I said, Evan Mobley's been our best player, I'd say, up until Harden got here. And he's not a guy that you would be like, oh, he's a superstar. He's a top 5 player. But, like, I feel like the pressure was on Mitchell to be that guy. And then Harden comes in and, James Harden, he's one of the best. He's been one of the best in the league for over 10 years, almost 15 years now. So, I think that took some pressure off him. And I think it helped with the identity of the team because I feel like the identity got lost from what last year was, and then coming into this season, the expectations and wasn't met. And I just think the identity of the Cleveland Cavaliers at this current stage is back because of that.
They definitely started out slow. I know we were talking about that earlier in the year. And then right before they made the trade, it started to turn around. And I think that's what gave that front office some hope. They were like, okay, this team turning it around now. Maybe if we make a little bit of a move that helps us win this year. Because like we talked about, a few weeks back, Mitchell is, he's like you said, he's a really good player, but he needs someone that match his talent or even better because he can't do it on his own. He's never been to a conference final before, no matter where he's been.
I know, which is crazy to think about, but he hasn't.
But it shows that he can't do it, as the main guy. Like, he needs some help there. And that's why I think they made that move. And he's also not guaranteed to stay there past next year. So this is a win now mode thing that he probably won't. I don't even think he wanted to be there in the first place. Yeah, they've had success, but I agree. I don't think he's wanted to be there anyway. When he was
Absolutely.
getting traded from Utah, it was definitely not Cleveland as his first choice. But then CT, let's go to you here. So obviously we know you're a Celtics fan. These two teams are coming for Boston. They're right there, obviously. What team scares you maybe more at the moment? And this can change, right? I feel right now it feels like Cleveland's the team that's firing a little more on all cylinders at the moment. But that doesn't mean the Knicks have been playing great themselves. I think both of these teams have been the hottest in the league over the past few weeks or so, something like that. But I think if you look at it, both of those teams can be very, very dangerous in the postseason, as well as Boston, right? And Detroit. We can't forget about Detroit, the number one team in the East.
The favorites so far.
Yeah, Detroit, right? I mean, they've been
They're
they've been outstanding. But what do you think about that, though, CT? Like, what Boston is second, but do you think they can hold on to that by the end of the regular season, or do you think they're going to slip, down maybe to the fourth spot with both of these teams playing, so great right now?
I think they can hold on to second. Jaylen Brown, he's been great all year long. They're shooting the 3-ball well. Pritchard's getting back to his role, playing as a 6-man. The Celtics look really good right now. They look really good on Sunday against the Lakers. I think the Celtics can hold on to that second spot in the East.
It's gonna be a dogfight, though. I'll tell you that. Both teams, all three teams actually have at least 36 wins right now. So they're probably gonna have somewhere in the 50s before the year is over. If they don't, that's that's bad. That means they had a collapse at this last stretch of the year. So I think if you look at it, like Boston, yeah, they've been playing great. Oh, I think out of everyone's thoughts from the beginning, like we did not think the Celtics would be this good. Which
So they're
very well coached.
At all.
Yeah, no, we all
Shout out
thought,
Coach
yeah,
Mazzulla.
Mazzulla, man, he's great. He's great. We probably all thought, yeah, they'll be a playoff team because they're not that bad, but they're not that good to be at the top. And they've just been outstanding. The Knicks have seemed like they've been a little bit of a streaky team this year. They started out 21-9, lost 8 out of 10 or something like that. Then they figured it out again. Then they went into a little bit of a 500 stretch. Now they're winning games again. It seems like the roller coaster ride for the Knicks this year, and it seems like the Cavs have been good for the past month and a half. Like they could be scary in the postseason. Like that's why I'm doubling down on that, because I think they have the potential. They have the potential. They can go out there and win it all, just like the rest of them. So the East is great. I think the 4 teams at the top are definitely much better, and we're going to see it tonight. I think they're much better than what the rest, because Toronto's 5th. I know I went through the standings yesterday. I think that's what it is. I think the top 4 are definitely, at the top. But the game should be starting in a few minutes. It may be 7:45 just because it's on Peacock. They drag out commercials and stuff like that.
Stupid.
Yeah, definitely. But Evan Mobley's back in the starting lineup full time. I know he was hurt, but he's definitely back in there now.
And that's another thing too. That's good that we have him full time now, because I've said
that's a game changer.
Let's say he's probably our skill wise our best player, I'd say right now.
Yeah, definitely. When he's like 6'8" and he can do literally anything he wants. That's scary when you see that. But the healthy part is the thing with him. He hasn't been there, full time, and that's the main thing. We all know that in sports. If you're not healthy, what good are you going to do for your team if you're not on the field, right? That's what any sport is. Especially basketball, when your roster is not large, like you only have 13 guys on the whole team. One guy goes down, that's important. That kills you. Cleveland, they would withstand it. Yeah, they need him. We'll see him tonight. It was Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, who's underrated, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen, and then the Knicks.
Jared Allen too, man.
He's been great for James Harden. They've been working real well together. I saw his numbers. I was checking his numbers out as well, and he's been skyrocketing in terms of getting some touches. And those are a lot of lob dunks and stuff like that, because
that's what you need him to do right at this point. That's all you need him to do.
He's great at the pick and roll.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
We saw that in Brooklyn.
That's his role. That's his role in the team right now, and he's doing it great, I think.
Yeah, and they had that connection from Brooklyn, if you guys remember.
Yeah,
Allen was there. He was traded when Harden was there as well. So that whole thing, they know each other, and that's a communication thing. And if you could figure that out, that's something the Knicks don't do, honestly, which I think they should. They don't really throw many lobs. I know I saw one the other night. That was Alvarado and Mitchell Robinson, so not even the starting guys, But Knicks starting 5 is in there, the normal: Brunson, Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. But I know you guys can't see the game. CT, did you get the game or no? Were you able to get it?
No.
No? Okay, I got you guys. Something happened with the clock already, so a little malfunction to start off the night. The Cavaliers are wearing the ugly ugly orange city jerseys, whatever you want to
Oh,
call them. They are
dude.
hideous.
Dude,
Oh.
I do not like those.
Oh, they are tough for the eyes. Let me tell you.
It's
They
a
look
good
like
way
popsicles, like cream popsicles.
like orange creamsicle.
That's what they look. Yeah, that's what they look like. Yeah, but we just tipped off here. They don't have the clock up. I don't know what is going on with the clock right now. Oh, they have it going. They fixed it. Okay, that was something. Always a malfunction with the Knicks. Mitchell just missed 2 threes in a row. Oh man. Josh Hart's on the ground. All right, he's up. They still don't have the scoreboard on, so something is not going right here right now. But CT, so you look at the Knicks right now. The one thing I love how you brought this up from being an outside fan, because I say it and sometimes people are like, oh, you're crazy. Well, you don't even know what you're talking about. When you say like they're not, like when I would say it, I'd be like, they're not a tough team. And it was just something like, oh, you're just nitpicking, your team's good, just be quiet. And then when you brought it up the one time, I'm like, okay, see, someone from the outside perspective that's not Biggie, that's not me, can say it. And like people actually believe it. And it was funny because they brought in Alvarado, who's tough, and now Jeremy Shohan, who I still can't say his name right. I apologize every single time. But those two guys, do you think they can give a different dynamic to this team? Because, yeah, they're not going to play, 25, 30 minutes a game. They're going to play a little less than that, but they're going to bring that edge that I don't think they had before. And do you think that's a big thing? It may not be right now, right? But I think later on in the year when you're facing a Detroit or a Boston that's going to get in your face, you have to be able to respond to that. Even if you're not playing a full, complement of minutes, it could still provide something, right?
I think he fits the city's DNA of just toughness and just working hard and competing night in and night out. Like Alvarado, he makes things difficult on opposing guards. Like he can press you 94 feet from the basket, and he's a pest as an on-ball defender. That's a very good pickup by the Knicks.
Yeah, and it was rumored for a while, I remember. And he's been as advertised. I know he was going to be scrappy. He could shoot if he has to. He's been doing all, and they're leaving him in the games, when it's less than 5 minutes left in the fourth and it's close. They've been leaving him in there, and he's been great. So that's a big thing as well. But 6'4" Cavs so far. Bridges just made a layup, but also committed a foul because he was trying to get in the ref's face. He was a little upset about that. But Mobley hit the first three, and I believe Mitchell hit the second one. Now Mitchell's at the line as well. But as Mitchell gets his free throws going here, let's get another guest we got here. Who's the man, of course, but Dom, welcome in. How we doing?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
How we doing?
Good. We're doing good. Episode 100, so that's why I wanted to get all the guys on here.
Yeah, congrats, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. And I'm happy you were able to come on as well because I know the last 2 times it was a little hectic with the Super Bowl. I know another time we try to get it going, but 4-1 when the Knicks are, when we're streaming Knicks games, so we got to get this going tonight. We got to get another win here.
We better win tonight, dude, and they better figure out a way how to start beating Detroit. But that's a different topic of discussion. But they better win tonight. Tonight's a big game.
Yeah, no, we'll get to Detroit. Obviously, I want to get to that. That was like something I brought up actually before you came on. But with Cleveland's firing and on all cylinders right now. So they're no joke. They've gotten Biggie's nodding his head right there. I said this when we first signed on tonight. We did the same game 4 months ago, opening night, and we said that both of these teams are going to be at the top of the standings. I mean, we weren't wrong. I guess I know we're not. They weren't first.
It took a little bit for the Cavs to get there, but they're there kind of now. They're there now.
Yeah, they gotta beat this version of the Cavs. I want to, you know what I mean? Like, with Harden, with the you saw just before I came on with that little dish out to Mitchell for the 3 to put him on, 6-2, whatever it was, but. Yeah, man, he's a creator. Playoffs. I'm not looking at Cleveland as a threat, to go on a finals run or anything like that. But still a dangerous team, and I do not want them to fall below a 2 or 3 seed.
Can't happen. I agree. Right now I think we can get Boston at some point. No, CT is going to disagree with us because he's a Celtics guy, but. I think we can get them, and if the 2 seed would be perfect because not that I don't want to play Detroit, but you never know, they can be knocked out before we even get to them at some point, and that would save a couple of headaches for us just because it doesn't seem like we're as tough as them, even though we brought in Alvarado and Sohan, which is a good point. But what's up, Hayden? a big impact in the game tonight. So actually, I want to get it from everyone. We'll get everyone's thoughts on this, but I'll go first. I think the big impact is going to be when the Knicks bench comes in. Can they match the intensity of what the Cavs bench is going to be? Because it seems like the Cavs can be a little deeper than the Knicks. But, the Knicks have made some moves to try to shore that up. But I think the Knicks bench tonight. But what do you guys think about that question we got? Anyone can go. It doesn't matter.
I mean, how consistent? I think we talked about this at the beginning of the year. How consistent are we going to see Cat's play? We've seen Cat play pretty well. I think he's gotten called out a little bit. Last couple of weeks. Defense has stepped up, but how consistent is it going to be? I think the better defense he plays, the tougher he plays. Again, I think that just makes everyone around him better. Brunson's going to be Brunson, but Cat and his toughness and the consistency of that, I think, is key.
And before you guys jump in there, I just think that the last 2 games he's turned it on, and as we talk about him, he was fouled. He seems like he's unlocked something in that Houston game. The second half, it seems like he took over. And when he takes over, no one's going to stop him if he gets going. And that's the thing. Like, it seems like he hasn't been comfortable this year. But the last 2 games, let me tell you, he's been great. Especially Sunday. I think Sunday night, they played the Bulls. It wasn't, an opponent that they should have lost to. But it was, they said they got in at 4 a.m. Then you're playing the game after you just played a game that you had a 20-point comeback in. And he took over again, which is great. So if they can get that version of him just the rest of the year, no one's going to remember, what he did. And he was an all-star, but I know, like you said, the toughness has not been there. But it seems like he's turning the page with that. I think after the deadline as well, it seems like something's locked in with him. But who do you guys got for Biggie? We'll start with you, and then we'll go down to CT as your big impact for tonight.
I think for the Cavs, we have to match your guys' intensity, because I know you, like you said, you nitpick it a little bit, and and I think Karl-Anthony Towns is a guy who, back to Dom's point about him being consistently tough. I think the Knicks as a whole are a very aggressive and tough team, and so we've been playing great too. But I feel like you guys are more of like a, how do I describe it? Like more of like an intense, you're gonna try and get blocks and steals and stuff like that. We're more of like just win the game, and I feel like we need to match the intensity, because I feel like that was the issue at the beginning of the season, like the first game. Like you guys physicaled us a little bit, so I feel like we need to match that intensity. And we've been playing, we've been a lot better with it. The Cavs have been a lot better, but I think the Knicks are just more of a physical team than we are, and it's just we got to match it. So, I think a key player for us is probably going to be, I'll say Jared Allen, just because of he's more of a an assist defensive type of guy than Mobley or even Harden and Mitchell.
Yeah, and he's the big man, going up against Cat. So that's a big thing as well. Right. That's a big matchup thing.
That's why I picked that, because he's he's our center, so it would make sense.
Yeah, and before I get to you, CT, just want to give an update on the game itself. No defense has been played so far. It's 16-12, and we're only 5 minutes into the first quarter. So, no defense at all. James Harden's doing whatever he wants, and Mitchell just scored as well. So that's a timeout. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. They call a timeout. But CT, what do you got? You can go either Knicks or Cavs. If you want to go Cavs just to match up evenly, or who you think is going to be having a big impact tonight, what do you got on that as well?
I was on the same page. I think the guards like Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, they're going to put on the show. It's like 30-plus out of them. They're going to get their buckets. But I think it comes down to Karl-Anthony Towns against the very good bigs that the Cavs have. With Evan Mobley, they got Jared Allen down there. I think that's going to be the key matchup tonight, to see how aggressive and how well Cat can play down low and from the outside. And Shaq, he challenged them after the game. He challenged them one time, saying that you got to be dominant every night, just not every once in a while, but every single night. And this is one of those nights against a great opponent.
All right, yeah, the perfect points there. Great question by Hayden as well. I'm going to stay out of this one because I don't do any betting. As we're live, I'm not associated with betting. But Dom, if you want to take this one, you can.
Don't even take. I do fantasy football and a league pick 'em with a couple of fellas that I know over here. I'm not a big gambler.
All right, but yeah, I don't know what the Knicks spread is, but
let's see. What's the point spread there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. What's the spread? What's the over/under? Let's go from there, because with the first quarter being the way it's going in the first 5 minutes, you might want to take
Might
the
wanna take
over.
over,
You
yeah,
know
on the
what I
points,
mean?
yeah.
Take over right now. Yeah.
Yeah, on the over on the points. And then CT, we got a question for you from Gunner. What's up, Gunner? What's your opinion on the Phillies? I'll let you jump in, and then I'll kind of give mine. Mine's a little biased because I'm a Mets fan. But what do we got, CT, on that one?
I like the Phillies this year. I mean, I showed JD my little tiers list. I think they're one of the 5 best teams in the league. I think the Phillies gonna have a very good year. They got 3 very good starting pitchers back: Wheeler, Jesus Luzardo. You got Sanchez. Like, those are really good starting pitchers. And plus, the Phillies are always gonna hit the home runs with Schwarber,
Yeah.
Bryce Harper,
Yeah,
Turner at the
yep.
top of the order. Like, I think the Phillies are gonna have another great year, even with how like spring training's gone, but like how upset Bryce Harper got with the comments from Dave Dombrowski. I just think the Phillies just got too much talent, and at the end of the day, they're gonna be contenders. If they hit against the Dodgers last postseason, like, they would have been in the NLCS, and who knows, maybe they get to the World Series and win it all.
Yeah, a little bias here too, being a Mets fan, but I do agree. I think if the Phillies hit home runs and they have the ability to do that, we've seen their better seasons are when they're hitting those shots out of the park. Those seasons where you're not seeing it as much or it's not as consistent as when they seem to struggle. They're a very boom or bust team in that regard. But if they boom, they have the potential to contend. So I mean, yeah, I do agree.
And they busted against the Dodgers. And also the addition of Don Mattingly, that's an underrated addition. I think that can help them out in the clubhouse as well.
Yeah, Don Mattingly. I was going to say, my hot take was actually I think he's going to take over during the year. I don't think the Phillies are going to be bad. I think the Phillies are going to be in the postseason, but I think they're going to struggle in the beginning, and it's going to be what Thompson took over for Girardi a couple of years ago. Light a spark under them, and then they're going to take off. That's what I think about the Phillies.
Interesting.
I know
That's interesting. Yeah, JD, I'll tell you this. I don't know if I agree with that, but I can tell you this. I think the Phillies made a little bit of a mistake not trying to refresh the lineup a little bit, personally. This, no bias or anything because I'm a Yankee fan, but, I just feel like the Phillies were looking towards, okay, we're going to work with what we have here, and we're not going to try and, refresh this, even though every year since they've made the World Series, they've gotten worse. So I don't know. I don't think they're going to be anything nuts this year. It's kind of going to be, make a playoff spot and lose again. It's just, I feel like they need a refresh a little bit because they didn't really, gain anything. I feel like they did a little bit, but not enough to where I'd say, all right, they're making moves here to win.
Yeah, no, I was going to bring that up because I was going to say the point is, like, the Phillies, they've been good. So, like, it's hard to just, like, nitpick at everything for them because they've been good, like you said. But I don't know. I feel like they're going to be okay. I know Justin Crawford. I'm excited. I'm not excited because I know he's going to be good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited to watch because I'm always always intrigued by prospects that get a chance right away. To just, he's gonna get his shot in center field, and he's gonna, if he doesn't do good, he's still gonna be in there. Just the nature of when you're a top prospect, you get a little bit more of a leash than maybe the guy that's not drafted that gets to that point. So that's just usually how that goes. That's just the way baseball works. We see it in football as well. The guy that gets drafted second is gonna get more of a shot than the guy that gets picked in the 6th round. It's just the way
they got so much more money invested.
Yep, invested more in him. That's just the way that works. But out of the timeout, Cavs 21-16, so the scoring continues. Knicks plus 3.5. That's a live line, I guess, because I believe they were favored coming into the game. But yeah, I would take it. Knicks plus 3.5.
Marty's got a question for you. What do you think about Cody Bellinger coming back to the Yankees? I guess that's what he's asking.
For the contract that they got Cody Bellinger back with, I like it. I like it a lot. He fits the team because he's very versatile. Because he can play practically anywhere on the field, and he's a good hitter, solid hitter, and so far he's off to a good start in spring. So I expect him to have another really good year with the Yankees.
I do too. I think it was a great move. I feel like it's something we had to do. You know what I mean? It's something that had to be done.
Definitely. Yeah, they didn't really, they didn't do too much either, but they're banking on the production they got from guys throughout the whole year of last year.
Yeah.
And also injuries, I think, because the pitching staff
they're getting a lot back from injury, which is nice.
When the pitching staff is healthy, they're going to be great. They're going to be top 5, I think, in the league.
Absolutely.
But in the beginning, it won't be because they don't have everyone.
Yeah, and we also still have Aaron Boone managing the team, so I don't know.
I do like the
Buffoon.
3 young
Aaron
guys that the Yankees got right now with Ben Hess and Elmo Rodriguez and Carlos. Like I think 1, 2 to 3 could be impact players right now for the Yankees.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Especially
Iggy,
Elmo
you were going to say
Rodriguez.
something earlier. You were going to say something earlier about our Mets. So what do you think about the moves? I mean, they certainly got younger.
Oh yeah, CT. You can get your
Yeah.
Mets predictions first, and then I can hop in too. If you
Let's let the Mets guys talk about the Mets.
Yeah, let's go, CT. Let's see what do you got on the Mets.
The Mets,
Enough,
this could
Frank.
be one of those like last year where it's like it's either everything hits on cylinder and it's great, or it could be bad. I
bad.
think they'll be around fighting for the playoff spot, wild card spot, like 85 wins. Because the huge question is the rest of the pitching staff. Like Freddie Peralta, he's going to be really good. It's going to be that, and whether Devin Willis can close out games or Luke Weaver. Because I think the office they're going to hit. Like the office is going to be fine throughout the whole regular season. It's just the pitching that could be a little scary.
Yeah, I like the lineup just because they changed the philosophy. Like I was, they were talking about it today. Daniel Murphy was the analyst, and he gets in. He doesn't do a lot of games, obviously. If you're a Met fan, you know that because Keith and Ron are always there. But when he's there, I love how he breaks the game down, like to the fine art of it. And he's talking about how last year and previous years we saw the lineup had. They were great, yeah, when they were on, like you just said, but they were too much inconsistencies in that lineup. Alonso, great player. I'm going to miss him, obviously, but he was inconsistent. You have to be honest. He was really good when he was really good.
Recent, he was, yes.
Yeah. And then there were stretches where, he wasn't hitting. And when you're at the top of the lineup, you need to be there every day. You need to be able to come in every day, and everyone has to, know you're going to be there. With this lineup, I think that if you had Alonso with them, it would be even better than what it is. But I like that. I've always been a big Bo Bichette guy. I think he's going to adjust to third base. And if he doesn't do well at third base, I know, Frank. He made one error that wasn't really his fault, and everyone wants to let him hear. But how about the barehanded play he made today? No one wants to talk about that, right, Frank? Yeah. Typical Yankees fan. You should be happy he's not on the Blue Jays anymore, right? But yeah, like I was saying, if he can't play third base well at all, then you just let him DH. It's not the end of the world. I'm sure guys will get hurt, where guys are gonna have to get moved around. Lindor's already hurt, but he should be back. The first base situation's a little questionable to me because you got 3 guys trying to play first base that never played first base before.
Polanco's going to start out there.
Yeah, but then Mendoza said the other day, he's like, it's going to look like Polanco's going to be a lot of DH. So I don't know what we should expect from that. Beatty is going to be playing everywhere, which I don't really like that because I don't think he's that athletic to play second, third, first, right field. I don't think he's that athletic, but we'll see. Hopefully he proves me wrong. If George is watching, he knows I'm a big Brett Beatty. I get on him a lot for every little thing he does. But we'll see. I think the Mets are going to be fine. I think they should be in the playoffs, at least as a wild card team. I mean, you got talent. It's just the young guys, if they can. Carson Bench is another big thing. I know when me and CT do the previews later in the month into March, we'll talk about him because he's the X factor of that team. If he can play well, he can play well. But Team USA, that was great.
Yeah, for real.
I talked about that yesterday. So if you guys want to, you guys can jump in about that because I thought it was great. Jack Hughes, Jack Hughes, a hero.
F Canada, and Justin Trudeau, but that's a different topic of discussion. But whatever.
Oh man, that was great. It was funny because we don't get too political on the show, but it's just the fact that. They won something. As if everyone as an American should come together and be like, okay, we won gold and we beat the team that is the favorite. Because every other sport, I was talking about this on the show yesterday, episode 99. When we play in the Olympics as our basketball team, if we don't win, that means something went really wrong in basketball.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Baseball all-stars. Yeah.
We didn't win last time in baseball, but we should have. We're the favorite this year. We usually are the favorite. In hockey, we're not the favorite. It's just the way it is. It's not our sport to dominate. And the fact that we beat Canada, who outshot us by almost 20 shots.
Their own sport too.
And it's their sport. Yes, exactly. That's the point I'm trying to get at. It's their sport, and we beat them. and we still have people that want to criticize every little thing just because a certain someone was in the locker room with them because someone called them later on. That shouldn't be getting in the way of a team winning a gold medal. That's just the way I feel about it.
It's ridiculous how it's gotten to this point. Like, it's freaking sports. The USA just won gold in hockey, and this is what people are complaining about. It's ridiculous. It's absurd.
I don't really understand it.
You guys saw Jack's quote. I fully agree with it. I think it's one of the best quotes I've ever heard from an athlete.
Yeah, he's handled it the right way because people are going to try to say things either way. It's both sides of the situation. I just don't understand why it has to get to that. It should be something we celebrate. Both even the women's team, they won too.
100%. The women's game, that move that I forget her name that she made to score that game-winning goal.
Oh, that was nice.
Was fantastic, dude. That was such a great move. And then to put it right under the block, like right under the elbow. I don't think she went 5-0. I think it went under the blocker.
Yeah, the blocker. Yep.
Yeah. But it was dope. That move to get there was so good. Listen. I mean, politics aside, 100%. It should be a celebration. I think if we're looking at politics today as like a horseshoe, we're on total polar opposites, and we need to be more here. But that's just my take on it. It should be a celebration of sports. Exactly. It should be kept out of sports on all sides. On all sides. Yes. I just want to see touchdowns. I just want to see the ball go in the basket. I just want to see goals again on either side of it. It's supposed to be an escape for us from all that other crap.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
I agree, and that's where on this show, everyone knows that watches us. We're not afraid to talk about things. That's just the shows that are afraid to talk about things like this. Then that's on them. But I think that it's best to talk about it in the sports. We're talking about it in the sports realm of this, just because that we all agree on that. It shouldn't be getting in the middle of a team winning a gold medal. But going back to the Knicks, just before, I know we have some other comments I want to get to as well, because we got everyone joining us for this special episode tonight. But Cavs up 27-21. You got Donovan Mitchell leading the way with 9 points. James Harden with 7. Harden with 30 assists as well. What was that, CT?
I said he's on his way to 30.
Oh, he is.
Certainly is.
He might score 30 tonight.
And again, like we said, you're seeing the distribution from Harden, and I mean, it's just you can see their offense over these last 6 games and what folks are talking about them with that trade and bringing Harden in. He's just distributing the ball, a lot of movement, good shooting, and you see it 27 points with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I mean, that's a pretty good first quarter for the Cavs.
Yeah, because Garland, he's a good guard, but he's more of a scoring guard, an explosive guard that's looking to get his buckets. And Harden, he gives you that nice balance where like he can score, but at the end of the day, like he can really play make and make his bigs a lot better, and the guys in the corners a lot better.
Yeah, you're taking the ball out of Mitchell's hands, also. You know what I mean? In a way, because you let Harden be the one that they focus on. You let him be, you create the opportunities and then dish it off. And you've seen Mitchell open a couple of times. I mean, he's leading the way. They just said it. He's leading the way with 9 points. I think that's a testament to just the way the team is now, constructed.
If anyone wants to watch anything that hurts eyeballs, watch Mitchell Robinson shoot free throws. It's bad. It is bad.
It is bad. It is for all the good things he does.
Not sure what that one means. Afraid of green M&Ms? I never heard that. My mom or dad didn't tell me that, so I don't know if it's true. So I'll have to find that out after. Yeah, Frank, I don't know who he is either. He always comes on here and just like says random things. But
Uncle Rob,
what's up?
Yo, word. That's right. That's awesome. That's a good comment.
Backcourt? Is that a backcourt? Get it.
That certainly looks like it.
Yeah, it definitely is. I was gonna why is he not running for it? Then he started to.
Yeah, what a pickup! Alvarado was a good pickup. Same with what's this? Sochan, right? Whatever his name is.
I told Biggie.
Right.
I cannot say this guy's name right for anything. I can't
right.
Say
yeah.
It.
No.
Yeah.
But no, Alvarado, man, because I know they wanted him for a while. Mm-hmm. I mean, they got him for. They didn't get him for much. They didn't have to give much away. And I like how they handled it with not disclosing the McBride injury before making that trade.
That was smart. Yeah.
That was so smart. But he's just he's a pest. And you just need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
back to McBride. I thought they had to take like a physical before you can get traded.
Well, they didn't trade McBride. They just didn't disclose the McBride injury because they knew that teams would have then been asking for more to bring Alvarado in.
Yeah, because he had some like ankle injury, but that's not why he's out now. It was a totally different injury, and they didn't say anything because like Dom was just saying, if they said something, teams would drive up the price for a certain backup point guard, whoever it was, just because they knew they were desperate for it. But now that's what smart obviously winning teams do, which is something that before COVID the Knicks were not that. I'm sure that would have went down differently, in 2018, 2019 when we had a combined like 30 wins or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
No organization that we cannot complain about the job that Leon Rose has done. Obviously it's I don't want to say championship or bust, but we want to get to a final. We want a championship. Right. But I'll take the organization as is today over anything I saw prior to COVID and for maybe 10, 15, even 20 years, leading up to that point.
100%. It sometimes it frustrates the fans because he does things in silence basically, but that's how the good front office executives work. If they can do that when it's quiet and it becomes a good move, then we're not going to complain about it. But sometimes we're like, oh, what is he doing? We don't know what he's doing. He never talks to the media. But when you do well, you don't really kind of have. I guess you don't have to. We could put it that way.
Matty V's in the house. What's up? Or known as SQ, for those who know him that way. 32-24 Knicks. I mean Cavs. I'm sorry. Yeah. Got it, Brunson. There we go. They're making Brunson. Dom, this is something I don't know if you watched the game Saturday night. Brunson made a great adjustment because the Thompson brothers. He faced the one from Detroit and then the other one from Houston, and those are point guards that are 6'7" or 6'8", whatever they are. And they're not. You're not going to face that type of defender every night. But Brunson made the great adjustment. He was trying, how Brunson works the angles, always tries to get past defenders. And when the guy is that much bigger than you, that's not going to work. He was being patient. He was passing the ball to someone else, then cutting to the basket, making something happen. I think that shows how smart he is. And also, though, you think about it, we're probably going to play Detroit in the playoffs. That's the formula, right? He has to try to do something differently in terms of you can't just try to get it past someone like that because it's not going to work when someone's that much bigger than you and stronger than you, obviously.
No, I agree. I did not watch the game Saturday. But
I saw it.
I mean, ultimately, dude, I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know. It's going to take a lot to beat Detroit. It's going to take a lot to beat Detroit. I'm just saying. I mean, they're a tough team. Cade is really good. To your point, they have a lot of size, length, and there's going to be some adjustments to the game. They're gonna have to create fouls. They're gonna have to be physical. They're gonna have to score in the paint. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I agree. I mean, Brunson makes adjustments. Again, is it going to be enough? And are we going to see enough defense? Are we going to see enough stops? It's 35. To look at this at the end of the quarter, end of the quarter, we're 35-26 in a game that we got third place on the line. Now you put that in the playoffs. I don't want to be down 9 at the end of a quarter against a team like a Cleveland, like a Detroit. Those leads only build.
Now, here's my thing about Detroit. Are they going to be like the Cavs last year and dominate the entire regular season and the playoffs fall flat on their face? Or do you think they're just going to keep it going?
That was my question. Taking back on that, like I'm hearing a bunch of people saying that the Pistons could potentially just be a regular season team, that just you just get the ball out of Keith Cunningham's hands and make the others make play, then who knows, they're a different team. That's a good question. Whether they were
it's a good question.
Team or,
it is.
Or
that is a great
next
question.
level.
It's a good question. We're certainly gonna find out in about 20 games. But let me tell you, man. Listen, Cade. Cade is something else. For 24 years
Yeah.
old, like how he creates space, court vision, get into the line. I mean, the guy plays like a vet, and they had the playoff experience last year. So, we are they primed for a run? We're certainly going to find out. But we keep talking about how this was a year for, there's no Boston. And Boston's the second seed in the East without Jason Tatum. You know what I mean?
We said that early in the season. Like, yeah, Boston's not going to do much.
Boston's not going to do anything. They're number 2 seed. Cleveland's number 3 seed. Cleveland is fighting for the 3 seed. You got the Raptors fighting for the 4 and the 3 and the potentially the 3 seed. So this is not. This is a deep. This is the first 6 teams in the East are not an easy feat. And
not what we expected, I can tell you that.
It's not what we expected going into that first game when we were like, oh yeah, we should be able to dominate this year. We should be. It's not that at all. And it very well might be, looking at records, that it could be another situation where we talked about early in some of the other streams, where they're going to finish 54 and 28, 53 and 29. You know what I mean? We're looking for 60 and 21. We're looking for a Detroit type of season. You understand? And someone else seems to always be having that, and that's where it gets tough. It's not easy on the year.
Yeah, I agree with everything, especially the Detroit point. I hope that they're what the Cavs were last year. That's what I'm hoping for. And then also, last year we didn't beat Boston in the regular season 1 game, and we beat them in the postseason. So that's another thing. It doesn't matter what always happens in the regular season, but Detroit just has that toughness that not every team has. That's what I think that separates them from Cleveland.
I agree.
Boston last year. They play so tough every single. I don't know if you guys saw. I saw highlights this morning. They were knocking Wemby on the ground like he was. I know he's skinny or whatever. He probably weighs as much as a feather, but still, they were knocking him down, showing him like, we're not going to let you take over this game. We're going to send different guys on you, and it's not always one guy that defends them. It's all different guys that they just send out there and just get after. That's what they were doing to Brunson. That's what they were doing to Cat, especially Cat last week on Thursday. They were really getting in his face, and he just wasn't doing anything about it. Which I hope Saturday was a wake-up call for him, because he definitely I feel like he figured it out a little bit. But we'll see.
Yeah, the toughness point is the one for me, JD. And I think that's the big point. Their toughness is something that'll carry through. I think we're also forgetting what happened to Cleveland last year. Cleveland got injured come playoffs.
Yeah, they did.
So it's not like we don't know what Cleveland was going to be in that playoffs. We have to put that little caveat in. There was a lot of injuries going into those playoffs, so they were a different team after the regular season. So barring that, Detroit, I don't want to say it, but Detroit's the team to beat right now in the East. Yeah. So
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean, they're a team that could emerge like OKC last year. Like last year, OKC had a question of, are they just another regular season team? And they took it to the next level in the playoffs and won the chip. And they play each other on Wednesday.
That's gonna be a matchup to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
That's tomorrow night. That's tomorrow night. NBA Wednesday night. NBA Wednesday. Let's see.
And the Celtics Nuggets.
Celtics Nuggets too. Yeah, I like Denver a lot. I like their playoff experience.
The only concern for them is their defense.
Yeah, they don't play. No, I was gonna say they don't play.
Not very good.
I think they let up 130 to Golden State on Sunday without Curry and Porzingis. That's their only two threats. Like that shouldn't be happening.
There's like 5-6 guys in double figures. Al Horford has 17, I believe.
Yeah, that's why I like Denver. But yeah, like you said, the defense needs to step it up.
Because with Jokic on the floor, they get a good shot every possession.
Of course, yeah, he's great. Center that plays like a point guard.
Oh, dude, Jokic is just a magician, bro. He's awesome. Awesome. Traditional center, and then everything about a modern center that you love. It's just fantastic.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna dip. Appreciate everything, JD. Love to be part of the 100th episode. Hopefully we'll be back together soon doing an episode. Dom, CT. Peace out, guys.
Peace out, brother.
All right, baby. See ya. There he is. All right, he's gone. The Cavs fan is gone, so maybe the Knicks will come back.
Yeah, well. We went from what 9 to 12. A long quarter.
38.
We'll see what happens, but that's what I'm saying. Like
Plenty of
it
time.
it can start. Those leads can start to build, and they got to stop turning the ball over.
Yeah, then what would that say? 9 turnovers already?
9,
Yeah,
9.
that's a
Yeah.
lot. I thought it said 6 at first, but it's 9, yeah. Oh, out of bounds. OG makes me
Oh,
so
damn.
nervous every time he goes for a layup. I think he's gonna like snap his knee in half.
Yeah, he's been a little banged up over the years.
Yeah, he just
Last
plays
year he
so
had a
he
hammy.
moves so awkward. He moves awkwardly. I don't know how to even explain it. It's just like weird when he moves. Let it hit Mobley. The bench. Hopefully, the bench gives a nice spark here. They need something.
They need something is right.
Here we go. I'm probably ahead of you. Usually,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the other
Just
way
by
around.
like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to give CT some updates because he's not able to. He couldn't get it to watch it tonight.
I see like the score updates.
Oh, you got that? Okay, at least you got that.
38-28.
Yeah, 38-28.
38-28. Yep. Yeah, man. It's these last 20 games. It's gonna be interesting. It's always interesting to see what the West breaks down like.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know. But these first, like I said, those first 6 teams in the East. Who's 6? Philly? Is it Philly?
Yeah, I'm checking that right. Philly is 6.
Is
They're a little bit
6,
back.
right?
They're a little bit back.
They're back.
Toronto's right there.
But all right, fine, first 5, but they're all competitive. They're all very, very competitive teams, and like anyone can take one of those second round series. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, like a Cleveland that's firing at all cylinders plays Detroit in the second round. They're gonna give them, a series. I think they can even win it. It depends what Harden shows up because Harden's great in the regular season, but the playoffs sometimes it's a little hit or miss with him.
Yeah,
I would go with Detroit in this series.
But it would be good, CT. I think it would be.
Yeah, I think so.
It would be good, but I would too, CT. I would too.
Yeah,
I would too.
Detroit in 7.
Harden.
Detroit in 7. Yeah. Yeah, can't trust.
There's
Harden.
just something about playoff, like Detroit. It's looking like,
especially if it's at the Palace.
It's looking like back in the day, man. Rasheed Wallace and what's it, Ben Wallace, and they got components of that. They got tough. They got the toughness. They got guys that are able to score. Guys that are able to play defense. Overall toughness. They've constructed the team very much like that championship team. And Cade, like I said, Cade is the cog to it all. It's great to watch. Great to watch.
Thursday night, that when he just turned it on, he had like 40 points. I was like, all right, this guy can't even. They tried Bridges on him, they tried OG on him, Sohan, whatever his name is. They tried him, and they tried everybody, and then he couldn't be stopped. I was like, okay, who's gonna be able to stop this guy? And they couldn't. Hopefully that's figured out. But look at that cat. There we go. Starting to actually show his inside game a little bit.
He was like he's LeBron. He's Michael Jordan out here.
Yeah, he's been great all year, but just the fact that he did that, whatever he wanted against the Knicks, I was like, oh, man, he's just anything. Yeah. Don, we got a question for you. He touched upon it a little bit, but I think I know where he's going to go with this one.
Oh, 100%. That's why I love him. He's just got the grittiness. He reminds you of just everything that a 90s Knicks fan remembers. Just tough, gritty, grind it out. He's going to get in your face. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's a good style of basketball. He's like what's his name from my goodness, from Indiana last year.
TJ McConnell, right?
Yeah, like a McConnell. He's like a McConnell. You know what I mean? Like we were missing that. We were missing that a little bit last year. And that's what he brings. He's a pest. He's a pain in the ass. And for the opponents, it's great to have him. That's what you want. For the opponents, it's terrible, which is great. I'll take it all day long.
Yeah, I was saying before the end of the year, at least the regular season, there's going to be some game where he's in the middle of a scrap. I already feel it. It's some game it's going to get to that point. Maybe tonight. We'll see. Stay tuned. but I hope so. I kind of want to see him in the middle of. I know he got suspended last year. He punched someone in the face. I don't remember who that was. It was a bigger guy too, and he just went right after him. He scores as we talk about him too. Look at that.
Yeah, even that little floater, it's great.
39-33, so it cut into the lead a little bit.
Yep.
It was at 12, and now it's 6. Nice. 39-33. Mitchell, it has to be a lot of free throws so far. Let me see. Well, Cavs only have 7 free throws. Seems like every time we look up, they're shooting free throws.
39-33. Yeah. Would definitely go with the over.
Cavs free ball well.
CT, did you see Jaylen Brown's out tonight?
He is.
Yeah,
hopefully he's just resting for tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the Suns are no slouch either, but the Nuggets are definitely better, obviously.
Primetime matchup. Hopefully it's just a little rest.
You think he has a legit chance at MVP, or they're just going to kind of screw him over? What do you think?
He should have a legit shot at winning MVP. But, I mean, a lot of media members don't like Jaylen Brown because he's
I was just going to say
outspoken. Yeah. He talks about what's on his mind, and some people don't like that.
Yeah,
it's funny because I was scrolling today and I saw something on Instagram just exactly about what you just said. Like, the fact that he's outspoken, almost kind of hurts him, which is
ridiculous.
It's stupid. Yep.
Because he's a smart dude. He's very smart.
Yeah, I know. Didn't he say something last year about Bronny James and like that got all blown out of proportion?
He did.
That was him, right? Yeah.
He said it though,
and I'm sure the media members are best friends with LeBron, so they'll listen to anything he says.
LeBron talked about that. I mean, they're cool. He didn't like what he said about him, but they're still cool though.
So I also watched something the other day. I put it on my story, and I don't disagree with this, but it was a video when Kobe slapped the floor at the All-Star game and LeBron passed the ball off, and you even had and even Melo was looking at LeBron like, dude, you got to take that shot. Like he's challenging you to an ISO, to a one-on-one, and you pass the ball off. And I think it was Kevin Garnett being interviewed, and he's like, ever since that, basketball's like been on, like it's been on the down, on a decrease. You know what I mean? Viewership is down, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no, I'm not a big LeBron fan. Anybody that's got to anoint himself as a king, already knows he ain't the greatest of all time. So
I think he's the second.
Dude, quite honestly, I think it's Jordan and Kobe, in my opinion. I mean, if you're gonna, because for me, if you want to talk about pure emulation of the game, right, and a guy that came as close to possible to imitating, emulating, whatever you want to call it. He's one 3-peat away. He got the tip. You know what I mean? He almost did it. Duncan's got 5 rings. You know what I mean? There's a couple of guys that
he's low key underrated in these top 10 discussions, top 20.
Who's this?
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan's probably the best. Probably go down as one of the best, if not the best, power forwards in the game. That little bank shot. I mean, it's money. You're guaranteed that dude was making that shot. It was insane. And that run that they had with the Spurs in the early 2000s with Ginobili and Parker and that whole squad was just you're not going to see it like that. Keeping a team like that constructed outside of what they did with the Bulls, you don't see that. You do not see that in today's NBA. You don't see that in sports in general. Teams are constantly changing. It's salary cap. It's you don't see it like that run was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I agree. And with that debate too, I know everyone always says like people like around my age are like always for LeBron, but I agree with you because also like Jordan did it with one team, like he had to do it with more than one team. So I think that's something you need to and that's something.
And do we really count? Does the COVID bubble championship count?
I don't think that counts. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I mean, people can debate that, but I agree. I don't think that counts either. 46-30. Nice steal. They got a steal, too. The camera didn't even know it. Oh, my God. You got to make that. 49-36. So they're cutting into the lead a little bit, and it seems like they keep giving it back.
Yep.
Timeout, though. We got Mitch and Kat on the court together. They don't really do that much, but I guess trying something, it's a good thing to try it out now. If it goes well, you can always go to it in the postseason. I mean, last year they did go to that when they tried to change the starting lineup up a little too late, but
yeah, I remember that.
It was against the
Guys
Pacers.
both of them out there.
Yeah, but that's the thing, man. That 9-point lead at the end of the first, and now we're watching like they're competing in this second quarter. But is it going to be enough to overcome that 9 points? If it's going to be a gritty and grindy game the rest of the way, where there's not they need a big run.
Need a run here.
They need a big run and a set of stops. And if the game doesn't become that 9-point lead will never vanish. And that was kind of my point from the end of the first quarter. You got to. When you got a game that's supposed to be grinded out, when it's like, plus 3.5, minus 3.5, you're expecting a close game. You let it blow up a little bit like that. When it becomes a close game, it's hard to chip away at that lead.
Mm-hmm. For sure. They got to get into it a little more before the first half. But when you're done drinking there, we got a comment for you. Love the shirt. Dom has a guy.
I do have a guy, and I have plenty of other shirts. There'll be more for the other live streams. Don't worry.
break one out every stream. We're
no worries.
Gonna, as we wind down, we're probably gonna. I think in the postseason we should do more of these because obviously people will be watching. That'll be fun in the postseason.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely. We could do that. We could do some March Madness ones too if you like, because it's gonna be dope. Yeah,
it's gonna be epic.
Yeah. It's gonna be dope.
I know I want to do some Mets games. CT, we were talking about doing WBC, but the times are so weird with the games. It's like you don't actually know when the games are actually going to start or not. So we'll look into that. But yeah, we got some things going.
Did you hear about Terry Schoolball? He's going to be only
one start and he's out. He's bouncing. He's bouncing back to spring training after he's pitching against Great Britain. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from them, but I don't think he needs to pitch against that team to beat them.
Anybody can pitch against them.
Yeah. I mean, you could have pulled someone from single A to do that.
Yeah, because Kyle Riley, Judge, Kyle Schwarber, they're going to hit against Great Britain.
Yeah. I mean, come on. And I'm sure Skeens is going to pitch probably 2 games. He'll probably pitch the first game and then one of your playoff rounds.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's why they didn't win last time. The pitching wasn't that great last time. So hopefully these guys actually stick it out.
Finals.
Yeah. Clay Holmes might have to be like the most clutch pitcher on the roster.
Yeah.
We got another one for you. St. John's at the Big East tournament's coming up.
Oh, yeah, we do. We should. I went to one. Oh, they played Ole Miss, and they were like, it was early in the season. They were a little choppy yet. They won, but Ole Miss gave them a run for that game. Mm-hmm. And that was dope. It was a good experience. But dude, they've been on a run, and they look good. They look really good. Yeah, no, that would be good. I would definitely like to do that. Definitely like to do that.
I know, right? I think it's like 13-game winning streak right now. Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it is.
UConn tomorrow. UConn again.
We're basically looking at a UConn St. John's Big East Finals.
I hope so. And we beat them. I really hope so.
That's what I think we're looking at.
That'd be dope.
Head and shoulders the best teams in the Big East.
Yeah, the Big East is down this year by far. Villanova's good.
That's shocking.
That's really it. Yeah, usually the Big East is competitive, all the way down to the bottom. You always get your 2 teams that aren't that great, but usually everyone else is good. Not this year. Very top heavy.
It happens though, I guess. I mean, last year the ACC was bad to our standards, and now this year is a lot better, more competitive.
Yeah, it always changes on the depends on the year. Usually things go either way. Thank you for tuning in, Enrique. We appreciate it. Great show. Thank you.
Getting ready for State of the Union. Fantastic. That's hilarious.
I mean, you could have us on in the State of the Union at the same time.
Yeah, there you go.
You could do both. You pull it up on the phone or the computer and put one on the TV. You can figure it out. That's funny.
That is funny. That might be the comment of the night so far.
I mean, he's been writing some crazy ones on there all night, but that was the one I finally.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. We got about 5 minutes or so until the half. We'll take a break, and then we have Corey coming on next in the third and fourth quarter. We got Corey was here a few times. Dom, you never came on when he did. So next time we'll try to mix and match with that. We'll get some different guys coming, some combinations. But I actually did a previous show with Corey, so we have a good connection going from that.
Nice.
CT knows Corey as well. Good guy.
He is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is he upset about Bo leaving?
He said he was upset about it, and he said that, I mean, from at least he was like, yeah, I'm happy for you guys, but we're definitely going to miss him. But I think that they picked up one of the Japanese hitters, right? Yeah, he didn't he hit like a home run yesterday or something like that?
Yeah, I saw him hit a homer. He's good.
Yeah.
He's a good ball player. Toronto, they're still going to be really good this year, I think.
Yeah, no. I mean, if they can get him to give any of the production Bichette gave, and plus whatever they have already, their pitching staff. I know that I was looking at it today. It was like they have like 5 guys that legitimately any one of them can be an ace. Like they're that good. Like, Gosman, Barrios, Yashavage. Who's the other 2? I forget the other guy.
You said Gosman, Yashavage, Barrios. Oh, they got
Shane Bieber bouncing back off injury. Like that's another one.
Bieber and Cease.
Cease. Yeah, they signed Cease. That's a big one. Come on, Bridges, do something here. Mitch is being a beast again tonight. There we go. Great play. Wait till you see that one, Dom. That was a good one. Nice little pass there. 5-point game.
5 points. They got to cut this down.
That's it. Gotta get a few stops here, like you said. 4 minutes to go. Cut if you can come in. Get this to tied. Even tied at the half. That's a big.
It's huge.
Big thing. And 1. Look at Brunson. DT, we got something for you here too.
Oh, word.
Brookdale, I know you did a video about Brookdale, but they're playing Felician's JV team. So my dad's going to be going up against my brother. So that's why they want you to pop out to the game.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah. That should
They're
be
playing
fun.
each other?
Yeah. Because he's coaching the JV team over there. So they're going to be going up against Brookdale. That'll be fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
48-45. Frank, enough with the jokes. Bloomfield's over.
Bloomfield.
I know. I agree. I owe you guys. I owe you guys a baseball game. I do.
Go. That one's in. That'll be in Rutherford. So near MetLife.
Yeah. It's 20 minutes.
Yeah. I think it's next month sometime. I don't know the exact day though. That's fun.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, I'll tell them.
I owe, like I said, I owe you guys one.
I remember Bloomfield for a couple of years ago. They had that really good hitting coach. He now coached. Well, he's got his own facility with.
Yeah, I know. Dan, I know. Yeah.
Is it Dan? It's Fitzgerald or Fitzpatrick.
Oh, maybe it's him. I don't know. I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a good hitting coach. Yeah, I remember. Like they were hitting that year. They were raking.
Yeah, they used to be good. 50-46, under 4 minutes to go. Didn't you give Baruch a shout out, Frank? CT? I think you did.
Oh yeah, the 2019 team.
Yeah, CT does like a hitting account on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. Then one day I was like, oh, just like do like a highlight on whatever team, and it started like a huge trend. CT's been doing he's been getting requests. I said you should start making appointments at this point. Right, CT? How many videos have you done on these teams since then? It's been great. Every day I see a new one. I love it.
Say 30, 40?
Yeah. And a month? That's about a month or so. People have
Yeah,
been sending
yeah.
those. They write comments. Can we get this team, that team? I mean, you watch all college baseball, so I'll give you credit. Sometimes I can't sit there and watch some of those painful games,
Oh, it's too much. It's too much.
especially the teams that stink. Walks, errors. Oh,
Yeah.
nice
I
rebound.
feel like I got some good matches for the most part.
No, yeah. Some of those highlights you were finding too. I'm like, I don't even know where he found those. Nice Cat. Look at Cat. Nice 3
Let's
1-point
go.
game.
Let's go.
They cut. They listen to you, Dom. They cut right into
You know
the
what I mean?
lead.
Yeah, you gotta get out of that. They gotta end this. They gotta end that. There you go. 10-2 run. That's what you need. This needs to be like
3-point
a
game.
18-2 run.
Oh, get it. Can't let him get it back. Come on.
Come on.
Ah. Cat's leading the way
Such
for the
a
Knicks.
nice
Too, with the points.
move, though.
Now a turnover. Again.
Yeah, a lot of turnover. Damn. All right, Towns. All right, with the block.
Oh, he's hurt
Playing
too.
well today. 4 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, and he just blocked Harden's shot and sent them to the ground. Harden took a little
Nice.
bit to get up too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Katz hasn't missed yet. I was gonna say 11 points, not 4 for 4 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. He's playing well. Brunson's playing well. 10 points. I like it.
Yeah, 52-49 looks a lot more respectable than whatever the hell it was before.
Yeah, no, it was
Down 9, down 8. I feel like
Down 12. 1 point.
12. Yep. 2:13 to go. Let's get this up there for everyone.
I'm looking at comments myself. I don't disagree. You know, he does need to grow a set, but I mean, it's literally what we've been talking about. Oh, like it's got to be more consistent. I don't think it's not that he can't play tough. He's got to do it consistently.
Yeah.
So like that black block on Harden right now. No stupid fouls. We talked about that early in the season. Those stupid, and the reason why sometimes he can't play tougher than he needs to or than what we want to see is because of those stupid fouls. So when he's not taking those dumb fouls and he can play tough, then you're gonna see the toughness a little bit more consistently. But I don't think it's a matter of him not having a set. I think it just needs to be more to be seen on a more consistent basis.
I agree. I mean, that's something we've been talking about since the first game. We're like, he has to bring it, because when he does that, it just changes this team. I don't know if you saw the video after the game Saturday night. Shaq was interviewing him, and he was basically telling him like you have to be the guy to win the championship. He kind of didn't. I don't know. I don't think it sat too well with him because it didn't seem like he really, he respected the answer, but I don't think he wanted to hear that. But he's right. I feel like he at some point he should have been like, 100% agree with you. It didn't seem like he was doing that, but he definitely understood what he was saying. But Shaq was literally what we've been saying. It's like you have to be that type of guy to win, the championship, because this team has levels to it. We see it. Brunson's always going to do his thing. You know what Hart's going to bring. You know what OG and Bridges are going to do. OG's more consistent than Bridges is, but you know what those guys are going to do. Now we seems like we have a little bit of a bench, but Cat is that X factor. If he plays bad, this team could potentially lose in the second round. If he plays great, we could be going to a parade in June or July, whenever it is. Like, that's the difference he can make.
Yeah, he can. And should they bring in Ewing? Yeah, do whatever it takes, man. I don't care. Absolutely bring him in. But Ewing's an all-time great Knicks center. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he does go to all the games, so I don't think he would mind helping out. I think he's a part of the organization too. I think he's in the front office role or something like that. Yeah, I'm sorry you root for the number 1 team in the country. Must feel nice to win every game.
Yo.
Hey, he's calling you.
Yeah, he's a Duke fan. Yeah, of course you're gonna win when you get the best recruits in the country. You're Duke. Yeah, of course.
they had a good
championship. You haven't won championships recently, though.
Oh,
yeah. They're playing Notre Dame. I don't think it's a flex. A team that's under 500. Trust me, I hear it every day about that. Oh, Duke.
That's funny. That is funny.
At least we had St. John's the past few years doing well, because before that it was bad. I had no argument. We rooted for a team that was the bottom of the Big East every year. Back from the timeout, under 2 minutes to go, 52-49 Cavs. Oh, that's what the hell was that?
Damn.
See, that's what we're talking about. Can't just let them snatch it away.
7-point
Yeah.
game.
Shit.
Oh, you're a little bit ahead now. I think CT.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I think because right now it says 5-point game, but I think that's
Okay.
I think you're right. I think it's coming. Another bucket's coming from Cleveland. Yep, there it is. Jared Allen again. It's the turnovers. 12 turnovers in 12 turnovers in one game is a lot. You have 12
Exactly.
in two quarters.
And it goes from 3 to 6, balloons right back up to 7.
7. Yep.
Bullshit.
You can deal with 12 in a game, but 12 and a half is too much.
No, 100%.
Yeah, way too much.
But stupid, like a handful of them were stupid. Terrible miss.
Turnovers, rush shots. It's like can't have it. Now a foul too. So more free throws from Mitchell. We got 56-49 Cavs, 51 seconds to go. If you guys missed it a couple of minutes ago, we're going to take a break at the half. Dom and CT will be exiting, and then we have Corey coming in for the start of the third quarter. We'll get, he's not a Knicks or a Cavs fan, but he is, into the NBA, and he's a Suns fan. So we'll talk some Suns as well, because they haven't been getting, a ton of love, but they're actually playing pretty good this year. I think better than people thought.
Yeah.
And they play tonight.
Well.
Mitchell hits that one as well. 57-49.
Damn.
Yeah, in a minute, it went from 3 to potentially 9 points.
Yep.
Let's see. Makes that one as well. Let's see if they can cut into it a little bit. Probably 2 possessions, so maybe they can get 2 buckets, stop them, get this within 5 again, hopefully, and then you go into the half and you kind of regroup, because you got to be able to be within striking distance in the second half. Start out the third quarter, because sometimes the Knicks don't start out their quarters that well. So there we go.
Don't we know it?
Yep.
Don't we know it? There it is.
Great job.
There it is.
Now you need to stop and you score again, and that's perfect. That erases the last minute or so what we had to watch. Ugly basketball.
Yeah, that's a good point you made too, JD. Before we go, is the third. It's been historic, regardless of the team, coach, any of it. Sorry. Yeah, dude. Like third quarters just coming out sluggish, and then giving up leads or having leads against you blow up even more. It's not a recipe to. I don't want to have to come back from 20 in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
No, you don't. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Playoffs last year, it's like it's too much. It's too much effort. Meanwhile, you could just try to figure that out a little earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we got 60-54 Cavs at the half. Any final thoughts you got here? CT, we'll start with you, and then we'll get Dom, and then we'll take a break here, and then Corey will be back on the other side. But CT, anything you got here before we let you go?
I mean, you got back and forth action right now. 6-point game going into the half. I mean, I kind of expected to be like in the high, probably 120s for tonight's game. Well, 110s, 120s, because these are 2 very good offenses duking it out, and defense are decent. So I expect these 2 teams to put on a clinic.
Yeah, no, I agree. 6-point lead is reasonable. Wish it would have been a little closer going into the second half, but I agree with everything CT said. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Outside of that, dude, congrats on the 100th episode.
Thank you.
And that 225V guy Marty is a rascal. He's a rascal. That guy is something else. That John guy, let me tell you. No, I appreciate being on, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the night, rest of the game, and I'm sure we'll do this again soon enough.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you, boys. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate celebrating episode 100, and we will be back after the half. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you.
Take care, Jess.
See ya. We are back. Start of the third quarter coming up. Let me just get this comment off the board. Our next guest, Corey, is here, just making sure he's good through the technical difficulties. You're good? He's good. Okay, let's bring him in. Our guy, Corey, what's up? How we doing? Happy you're back. Episode 100 of, a big accomplishment for the show. That's why I wanted to bring everyone that, has contributed, because it means it's not just me, doing this by myself. That's why I love to include everyone. And you've been a late addition, but a meaningful one. So what's up, man? How we doing?
Doing good, man. Congrats on episode 100. It feels like we got the Avengers in the house tonight. Like everybody is here. So, but yeah, no, excited to be here. It's been a great game so far. The Knicks got to fine tune some things in the second half, but yeah, it's been a great game so far. Good stream.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to come on as well. Like you said, the Avengers. We had Biggie on for a little bit. CT had to leave after the first half. Dom is always a first half staple. And then we got you closing it out here tonight. Cavs do open up the second half 62 with a bucket to make it 62-54. But like you said, the Knicks definitely had to fine-tune some things. Seems like the turnovers were very sloppy in the first half. It wasn't really the Cavs doing anything special to cause the turnovers. It was just the Knicks just kind of giving it away, which they have some of the moments like that, but clean that up, they should be okay. And this is a big game. They need to win, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know if you saw the Cavs. I know I keep talking about the uniforms tonight. Oh, they are brutal.
Yeah, it's tough to watch. And I'm listening to Reggie Miller tonight, so we got that and the creamsicle jerseys. It's been tough to power through this game tonight.
Thankfully, I know you're not able to get it because you don't obviously live in the market, of MSG. But thankfully, I'm able to have that game. Even if I'm watching the game on mute, obviously, but having to hear Reggie Miller, we all know how we feel about Mr. Miller. And we can go back a few weeks ago in the video. CT is gone. If you're referring to Cody Bellinger's favorite, guy supporter, CT is gone for the night. He did it. His work is complete. CT's probably got to do some more videos.
He puts out good content, JD.
I know. I was telling him, I'm like, you've been doing this, the college. It's like a college tour. You know how on MLB Network they do like 30 clubs, 30 days. CT's been doing like a college preview, 30 videos a day. It seems like pumping out good content. He can be a good hitting coach one day. I have a feeling. CT. We'll see, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, the comment section was it was crazy before. I don't know if you saw it. Were you watching at all? Oh,
I tuned in a little bit. Yeah, I was tuning in. The comment chat was going crazy in that first half.
Yeah, they start out hot and then they kind of die down a little bit, which is good for us so we could focus a little bit more on the game itself than sometimes deal with the nonsense that comes with the comments. Which we love the comments, but sometimes
we appreciate the support as always.
Yeah, sometimes they go a little too far with some things, which is funny. But yeah, so 63-55 minute into the third quarter. So it seems like the Cavs keep building that lead from like 9 to 12 points, and the Knicks get it down to 4, and then the Cavs take it right back. It seems like that roller coaster, back and forth here tonight.
Yeah, that's what it was, because they went on like a 10-0 run, and then they just went ice cold. Yeah. And prior to that, the Cavs went ice cold, and then they were going on a run. It's been kind of going back and forth.
Back and forth. It's always, basketball game of runs, obviously, but like not that drastic. Shouldn't be happening in another turnover. Come on. This game feels like it's taking forever too. Usually we have I know I mentioned to you when we were trying to figure out the time. I was like 8:45 should be good. It didn't go to half until 8:45. Even later than that. It was like Dom when CT worked overtime tonight. Let's see. Oh, another bucket. So it's 11-point game. Let's see. They got Mobley on Brunson. So that seems like a thing that teams are starting to do now. I don't know if you saw this before. Teams are starting to put bigger guys on Brunson because it's very difficult. He's a good player, obviously, but it's very difficult for him to get around those bigger, lengthy guys. Like we saw the Thompson brothers, one from Detroit, one from Houston. They're doing it with Mobley now. Not a conventional way of guarding a point guard, but it's working somewhat. It's working, at least a little bit.
Yeah, because Brunson's been having a good night. So if you're the Cavs, if that the way, if that's the way you want to play them and it's working, then they'll just have to stick to that. But they got to be careful that they, don't leave their other, shooters like Hart or even Cat like open, because Cat's been very good. Even the last, like what they say, 4 or 5 games, it seems like he's finally catching his stride compared to the last stream I was on with you. You were kind of chirping him a little bit with the lack of hustle and just the attitude.
Yeah, I've been saying it. I'm like the last even before the All-Star break, he seemed like he was playing a little better, getting more comfortable, which I don't know why it took that long to get comfortable. But Houston, Saturday night, it was a primetime game. Fourth quarter, he took over, and that was big. And Sunday, same thing. Sunday was a game when they played the Bulls. I was telling, me and Dom were talking about this. The fact that, like, the Bulls aren't a good team, but when you're playing, you get into that city, Chicago, 4 a.m, have to go to sleep, wake up early, most likely, because you have to go to shoot around, do all that stuff. Then you have to play a game that same night. It's not like, oh, we're just going to shoot around and we're resting. You have to go play another competitive. It doesn't matter who you're playing. It's still, a game. And Cat, once again, played great. And now tonight, he's been good. It's just like they're not really playing much defense. So that was the first time out early. So I know Harden just hit a 3. But Brunson and Cat, in double figures already. So they're doing their part. They just need to play better defense. The defense hasn't been there, at all tonight. I mean, Harden has 14, Donovan Mitchell has 17. So.
Well, yeah, and against this Cavs team, like they've been so hot as of late, and they're a top 3, top 5 offense in the league. Like if you're not going to play defense, like I think Dom was saying when I think I caught it in the stream, like if you fall behind early against teams like them, like you're just in trouble, like right from the get-go. You got to stay on their coattails, like just the entire game.
And, if we think about it, Harden hasn't been there that long. So those numbers, like you just said, were before he even got there. And I think he unlocks a totally, totally different element to this offense, and you can see it. 14 points, he's 50%, so he's made half the shots, 4 assists. I mean, he's been outstanding for this team, and he's not only doing it, he's benefiting. Other guys are benefiting from it. Jared Allen has 14 points tonight, and I guarantee you, if you looked at his shot chart, it's probably all within 2 feet of the rim. It's just lobs.
Well, he had those 2 dunks still.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's not really doing much. He's not taking the ball and driving to the hoop. He's just standing inside. Harden's just dishing it to him, dunking it, or taking a layup, whatever it is. And that's something they probably didn't have before Harden. So this is a team I know. I forgot who it was earlier. I don't want to talk smack on them, but they were like they're not taking Cleveland lightly in the playoffs. I'm like, I think you should reconsider that, just because the offenses looked even better than what they were, and they were already a really good offense. So I mean, I think that's a little scary. Yeah, it's always the what James Harden will you get in the playoffs? That's always a big thing. What James Harden's going to show up. But I mean, if he does show up, that's sky's the limit for them. If he doesn't show up, they're going to be out pretty early in the playoffs. That's something to watch, but I mean, I wouldn't say that they have no chance. Like they definitely have a chance now, even more than they did, before the trade. But,
well, and going back to this game too, I mean, the Cavs, they have been so good in the third quarter, and the Knicks, they've been a good third quarter team this year, but it's especially now with the addition of Harden, it goes back to defense. Like if you're playing soft defense on them and you're just letting them put up open shots, like we've seen already in this third quarter, like this game could run away from them very, very easily. And in a high stakes game like tonight, like you at least want to lose competitively. You don't want a game like this to slip away this early in the second half.
Yeah, this is like similar to Detroit on Thursday for the Knicks. They, competitive third quarter slipped away, and that was it. And it looked like it wasn't even a close game, but it kind of was, until a certain point in the second half. And I mean, these are the teams that you're battling for seeding positioning. Like you can't be just getting blown out by them. That's not not a good look. So hopefully they can, they keep going down by, like we said, 11, 12 to come back. We got to be able to come back and get the lead or something, like get a spark going here. We need some points, need some stops, and please beat these teams. I mean, you got to beat this team, especially when they're wearing these ugly jerseys. That's a foul. I guess not. Yeah, we always had the fun game of who's ahead of who on the when
I think I'm a little ahead, yeah, because they're already a 3-pointer just went up, so I'm a little ahead. I think
Bridges.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little behind.
Yeah,
and he just okay, you made that one good. That was a nice shot. That's his shot. That's what he frustrates me too. Like those are the two guys. Like since they've been as a Knicks, Bridges and Cat frustrate me to like the bitter end. Just because like Bridges is either scoring 25 points and not missing a shot, or he looks like he's never played before. Like it's never an in between. And that's with the whole team. I think there's just a consistency thing because when they're clicking, we know how good they can be. You said that as a not even a Knicks fan, like you're a Suns fan, and you were like, yeah, this Knicks team is scary when they're they're all going together. But when they're not, it looks like they struggle. And they it's something that they need to. This group is very good together, but they could be better than what they are. I don't even think they realize that, honestly. I don't think they realize that there's another level to how good they can be. Let's see.
There we go.
Come on, Bridges. He got fouled. Okay. The guy just kind of tackled him. The Suns, I believe, actually just started as well. Yeah, they are. They're 3 minutes into that game. That's more of a winnable game now tonight because Jaylen Brown is out. So hopefully the Suns can get it themselves.
They've been kind of iffy. I know Dylan Brooks is out indefinitely. Like they've just been, I don't know. They're not living up to the standard that they should be. But still a lot of game left. But still got to fine tune some things.
Yeah, I was like in the beginning of the year, like what I thought about the Suns last year. I thought they were winning the whole thing, and they obviously So that's why I'm kind of shocked. I thought this year was going to be more of not a total rebuild, like, but kind of a little bit under the radar, like team that no one's going to really care about. But they definitely played better than I think that what people expected. But the injuries, they lose it right now. Booker not playing, and Dylan Brooks, like you just said, I did. Episode 99 yesterday, which is kind of more of the traditional show that we usually do on Tuesdays. I just did a shorter version of it just because sports is kind of, on a dead period this week and a little bit more of next week. So I looked at it. I'm like, okay, so Brooks averaging 21 a game, Devin Booker averaging 25 a game. That's 40-something points that's not available. So it's going to be hard, obviously, when you don't have the two of your best scorers not there. So that's what I'm saying. No Jaylen Brown tonight. You win this game. That's a good confidence booster to me. Like, I know they don't have their best player, but still beating a Boston team that's definitely better than you without your best players as well. So, both teams don't have their guys. I think that the Celtics are still better, but if they can win, that's big. That's a big thing for them.
And even like you guys were talking about the Celtics, how they've been without Tatum, like, number 2 in the East. Yeah.
I can't believe that. It's like I knew the Celtics would be okay, but like it just shows how when you have a good coach, how good a coach can get your team to, he's got them playing much better than their potential. No one thought if someone says that they thought the Celtics were going to be this good, they're lying because there's no way. I'm sorry, there's no way.
No, yeah.
No way. 30.
I didn't think they were going to be that good. I thought maybe they were going to be like a 500 team, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, win 42 to 45 games and make the playoffs, lose in the first round. I mean, you never know what they can do. I don't think they're going to go deep in the postseason, but I mean, they've been playing so good. And Jaylen Brown, MVP candidate, like it's crazy. Like that's just Mazzulla is just a great coach. He just does everything right and just gets those guys, guys that you don't even know, and they just come in and they play and they just do well. Reminds me of like what I know it's a Boston thing, but like in the Patriots, like they always had someone that you don't know that's just turning on and just becoming a good player, similar to what the Celtics are doing right now. But yeah, 71-62, 7 minutes left in the third. So they come out of the timeout, a little bit better response. It just got to take better shots, got to lock in. The defense, that's the big thing. Got to lock in defensively and just cut the lead down into the fourth. Harden, please miss. Yes. There we go.
Did his signature step back.
Yeah, the step. Yeah, I don't know if you remember. He kind of modified it because he used to do like a double step back.
Yeah.
Like, how is that not a travel? The guy's like stepping back half the court, shooting a three.
Yeah, or he'd push off, little push off,
a little shove, and just step back and shoot. I'm like, all right, this guy is getting away with too much, but foul. All right, a nice foul there. They're bringing in some subs. Mitchell's. I've noticed that he's going to the locker room. Never mind. I didn't know.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought he was going to the tunnel before they cut away.
Yeah,
I was going to say that.
Yeah, MSG, which they stayed on a little longer, I guess. He's going to the locker room, so let's monitor that. That's a big thing. I'm not rooting against injuries, but I mean, if he doesn't come back, I'm not going to be upset. I thought he was just coming out now. Get it. Here we go, Bridges.
Good move.
Wow, nice. That was a good steal. There we go. See that when he's locked in, let's fully lock in for like an entire game. Come on. It's just like they have like brain like cramps sometimes. That's a nice play, but then the next possession, it's okay. Let him shoot a three, and then he makes it. We'll figure it out after. It's crazy. Oh man. Yeah, basketball got to take advantage of this week because next week WBC starting, and I'm sure every baseball fan is going to be watching those games, no matter who's playing. I mean, it could be Great Britain versus I don't even know if people are going to be watching it.
Well, after the Olympics, I think all of America is just craving more international competition.
And some winning.
Right? Winning, yeah. That Olympics, oh my God, that was just crazy. I could not watch the gold medal game. I was at my part-time job, but when I was watching the highlights, and obviously I saw the tweets and stuff, so I just put out a tweet on mine. But what a game that was! I was like, man, first of all, 8:00 is such a terrible puck drop. I know it's like Italy time, but that is such a terrible
bad for us
puck drop. Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, it was rough. I woke up like 15 minutes before the game. I'm like, okay, I have to watch it because like you never know. We may never in our lifetimes we may never see them win. Medal. So I'm like, I have to watch it. But I was like, okay, I'll struggle and get up on a Sunday just to watch this. And it was great. It was a great great game. And we talked about that earlier. We all gave our thoughts on that. But Jack Hughes with the overtime, like a goal that he's never going to forget. That's the thing. It's like,
absolutely.
A moment that you never forget. And it was just, I was talking about it. Like, we don't want to get we don't get too political on the show, but we do talk about everything. That's just the way we how we roll here. And we were just saying it doesn't always have to be like someone trying to get in the middle and ruin like a win for the country. Like people are trying to divide what the win was. Like the U.S. beat the favorite in Canada who's supposed to win, and we just won the gold medal. So like, why are we taking away from that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. But,
like we haven't won since the miracle, like 40 years ago, I think it was.
Right? Or was it 40 years ago? Something.
Yeah, it was like 40 or 40 some years ago.
Yeah,
like
I mean, that's a long time. Like, I don't think people realize how long ago that was. Like, I mean, and the fact that they did it now is great. I mean, and especially last year, they lost the Four Nations, pretty much the same. You know more than me, but it was pretty much the same rosters, right? Like
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Some of the younger studs, like Celebrini, like obviously is on the team. Like this year, like he's been just raking up. Like he needs to get Rookie of the Year. Like he's just been unbelievable. But yeah, no, I agree. Like just imagine if the Knicks like. In your lifetime for like 46 or however 40 plus years they haven't won, and then they finally win. Like how like
that would feel
how long?
Exactly.
That's like if the Jets went 40 some years and they finally won. Like the relief you would feel. Like the whole state of New York and East Rutherford, like the whole area, it would be rejoicing.
Yeah, that's what we were as Jet fans. We're like, we haven't made the playoffs in 15 years. We would be so happy. And the fact that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that we won as a country, like it wasn't just a specific fan base. Like it was a country that won something together. And like, we have people watching it, people playing in it, people related to people, like everything. And like the fact that they did that and we think about it as like people are trying to diminish it, which I don't really understand. Like it doesn't matter who was there celebrating with them when they won, doesn't matter who was calling them when they won, like doesn't matter where they are right now, because I know people watching wanted to make sure they were watching something else at the same time. Like that doesn't matter what they're doing after. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter who's involved in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be the other way around. Like they're just getting recognized for doing something that hasn't been done in so long. And doing it for the country, that's the best thing when you do it. Like, I felt pride watching that game, watching a USA across the jersey winning the gold medal. Like, that was something that felt nice. I'm like, Sunday morning, no football. Sunday, I'm feeling something like, like pride in like a country. Like, what's better than that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why people wanted to get in the middle of that and like try to diminish anything that happened with that. I don't get it at all.
And it's the first thing you wake up to in the morning. You wake up and you're like, man, feels good to be an American. Like,
Yeah, right. I mean, like the rest of that
The
day,
women's
I'm like,
team too. Like the women's
Yeah.
team, that was a sick goal by Keller to win that game. Like both golden goals by Keller and Hughes, just unbelievable. Like if I watched both of those games, like I would have been out of my seat, like waving an American flag, like I would have been going crazy. Like
yeah, I know we talked about like potentially doing those games. They just started at either 8 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, we're not going to be able to do this. I'm like, it's just not going to work. But for the baseball, it seems like Team USA is going to be playing at like 8 every time, pretty much. So maybe we can get something organized for that, because I would love to do that before true baseball season starts, because I know we can all rally around a Team USA, victory at some point. So that would be fun. And I think, basketball is not for everybody, but, being in this country seems like baseball is a universal thing for us. I mean, it is America's pastime. So,
I was going to say that.
Rally around that and watch us do some breakdowns of like we do for these games. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see the scheduling, because I know I saw the first 2 games at least are at 8. So maybe we'll do one of those. Try to avoid weekends and stuff like that, so we get people to actually watch. But we can figure that out. We definitely.
Where they having it or hosting it this year? The WBC.
For the USA pool, they're in Houston for the first first round. But then I think the pool with like Japan and Chinese Taipei, they're out there somewhere. I believe one is in Puerto Rico and the other one I'm not quite sure. So they play the first round. They play in different places, and then the playoff rounds I think is in Miami. I think Miami or Arizona, maybe one of those. Maybe in Bolton. I think they play in Bolton and then they meet up at some point, like when they whoever keeps winning. I think that's how they do it. I forget. It was complicated to look at because I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, what does this even say right now? Because in the pool that Japan's in, they're going to be playing those games at like 5 a.m, and then you got Team USA who's not playing till 8 o'clock at night because they're in the US playing their games, which is crazy. Like the fact that that's all in one tournament, but just in different play, it's crazy. But we'll see. But I think we should be able to do a USA game. That would be fun. That'd be really fun. It's perfect. Right out of the timeout, but it's 76-63, 4 minutes left. So this is a big four. It's a make or break 4 minutes here for the Knicks, because either you can go down by like 20 or you can get this, single digits again. And, hopefully a moment like Saturday against Houston when they're down 18 in the fourth and they came back. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world when you're down by this much. If you're the Knicks, it seems like they're able to come back. They have the firepower for that, but you don't want to just voluntarily go down and just not, you gotta be able to get those points back. But nice start there with Mitch with the tip in. So you got the bench guys in with Brunson. Yep, a 3-pointer right back. Oh man, we got to keep this. We have a good win. We have a good record on streams. We got to get this. We got to keep this going. 4-1 with Knicks streams, Corey. So we gotta hope they get a comeback here for us.
Yeah.
And they were on when you last time you were on, they won. So we can't afford a loss here. Terrible.
Yeah, it seems like the Cavs, they're getting into a rhythm from beyond the arc, especially Harden.
Yeah,
they got to lock down. Yeah,
like they're quicker at everything tonight.
The ball movement too by the Cavs, it just seems like they're just getting their way. They're a third quarter team, and it's just showing again.
It's like I from what I've seen, seems like Harden at the running the point just attacks the middle, and then they got shooters on the outside. And when you got shooters on the outside, and if they're that open, they're not missing. That's how that goes. That's what I'm saying. When James Harden's locked in, man, it's just a different. Mitchell just missed a tech. I think it was a tech or a 3-point. A 3.3-second violation. It was one of them, but he missed, so that's good. That's big. You don't want to give away free points.
No.
DOR is in the game. he could be so good. Like he's only a rookie, but I think he could be really good. But he's just bonehead mistake after bonehead mistake. It's rough. I don't think he knows the. I don't think he has much knowledge of the game. He's just talented. Which there's there's a lot of players like that. They lack in the knowledge department. Alvarado, please. Oh, get the rebound. Knicks ball.
There we go.
Nope, not Knicks ball. Damn. So 79-65, 2:36 to go. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. I know sometimes it says we don't have viewers on here, but they also the ones from Twitter, they don't pop up on YouTube, which is very frustrating. But comment section has died down, which is we needed a break after what we were going through earlier. And we had people just writing random stuff. I know Marty did say this about you. Corey's a family guy, which is always a compliment. We had some other
Thank you, Marty.
we had some other crazy comments going on. People telling me I was afraid of green M&Ms when I was a kid. I never knew that.
Wow.
Yeah. I was confused. I'm like, what is going on? We got people asking about betting advice. People asking about M&Ms. Knicks. Who is Michael Jordan was one of the comments. Canada is in North America. Like we didn't know that. I don't even know what we're talking about. Looking for someone that's not in the comments. Corey, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Listen, if they said you were afraid of orange M&Ms, I can see because you don't like the Cavs jersey, so like that could make sense.
I just don't know where that was coming from. I'm like I mean, I never knew that. I mean, green M&Ms. Why would I be afraid? I mean, I eat them now, so like something's not right here. That was funny.
Hey, but you and Reggie Miller are getting along though about the jerseys because Reggie said, "Oh, they're different."
Oh, he said
that's what he said in the broadcast because they're different.
Hey, that might be the new friendship might be formed after that because we know. I mean, he doesn't know me, but he knows I don't like him. Let's put it that way. Oh my God, did you just get fouled?
Yeah, I think you're ahead of me now. Yeah, you're ahead of me now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the greatest free throw shooter of all time is at the line right now. Knuckleballs at the hoop. Looks like me trying to shoot. No, I'll tell you, I could not shoot when I was younger. I was like a defensive specialist type of guy, rebounder, passer, could not shoot. But I don't think it was as ugly as this. He cannot. It's like it's just like a knuckleball line drive at the hoop. Oh, he almost made it.
Well, if Peacock could actually get to the free throw, I'm waiting to see this form. Oh, here we go. Now he's taking it. I'm waiting to see this form. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. It's brutal. Brutal watch.
He's like throwing his arm
like that. It's like he's pushing.
Jeez.
And he missed another one, of course.
Well, Diawara is off the floor now.
Great. Thank God.
Oh, Jordan Clarkson. Okay, Jordan.
They took the dust off of Clarkson. He hasn't played in weeks. They need some scoring. That's smart. Like if you have a deep team, like some guys like Clarkson right now, not in the rotation, but when you're looking for some scoring, anything helps, right? I mean, maybe he can catch some fire here. Catch some fire, get some points on the board. They're down 18 now, so this is not even like competitive at this point. But they were down 18 on Saturday and they came back, so that's big. Come on, Brunson. They said what I said. This can either go two ways: go down by 20 or cut it to single digits, and they are down 20. Yeah. Miss. Let's get the rebound. Hold it. All right, last shot. Because it was 76-63, and it has become 83-65. Knicks do have one shot. Yeah, very quickly. But the Knicks do have one shot left. See if they can get something on the board, some momentum going into the fourth. See what Brunson got here, and he got blocked. But there's 3 seconds left. 83. All right. Soren mentioned in the comments. Soren David Busters. Do you remember that one, Corey?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Soren's got to get on the show one of these days when he's not super busy. When he's not busy. I know.
I know. I feel like if I reach out to him, I'm gonna get like a receptionist or something that answers me. He's big time now, Soren.
Yeah, Soren Freelancer. Yeah, Mr. Freelancer.
Yeah, I read one of his pieces. He was pretty good. He missed. Yeah, he was doing some like betting advice or something like that, right?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to read it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think
I have to check it out.
Event. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, of course, he's the godfather of betting. So
yeah.
He's the guy to go to for advice. So
yeah, he dabbles in every sports book known to man. Yeah. Someone was asking about betting advice before, so we should have sent him Soren.
Yeah, I know. You know, Soren should have you're getting your master's. Soren should have gotten his master's in business or something, business management or something.
No, betting specialties only.
Yeah.
Learn the sports
Betting
book.
101. Gambling 101.
Learn the sports. Yeah, maybe we'll make a new segment every show, sports books with Soren, and just have him go give out advice.
The saucy sports books. Yeah.
We might have to do that. That's funny. That was a great mention. Because I was gonna say, I'm like, I saw like he's become big time now. I'm like, I don't even know what response I would get if I reached out to him. Maybe
I know, like
$1 million or something for like an experience.
Pretty soon he'll be on Cameo or something.
Birthday videos, happy birthday from Soren. Yeah, we might have
Marty.
We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to get him. He's a pro now, so we're gonna have to get something.
Oh yeah,
they can make videos and put it up on the YouTube or something. I'm gonna talk to him about that actually when we sign off. Have him just record himself, and then we'll just post it on there.
Yeah, or if he could record himself, and if there's a way we can like play the video like during like a live stream or something.
Yeah,
like
no, you could, I think you could.
First time we're ever like reacting to it.
Yeah,
and we
could do that. Yeah, we could do some different things. I would love. I haven't really unveiled it too much yet, but I was supposed to do it this month, but I haven't just yet. But I may do it now, like a game show type thing. Make him like a game show host for us. That would be crazy. That would be that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. Well, we could figure something out. I definitely want to get him involved. I'll reach out to him. But we do have end of the third, 83-65. Cleveland Cavaliers. Unfortunate news. I'm not feeling tonight. Not the way you want to end the half on a almost 3-minute scoring drought. Yeah. After we said, against a team like the Cavs, you can't be down or it's going to be a long night, and they're not helping themselves one bit right now. No, it's like a snowball effect. The snow just keeps. Obviously, we got some snow here, so it's a good analogy. But just like keeps rolling down the hill, and they're not recovering from it. Like the other day against Houston, I was like, okay, I feel a little bit of a comeback working here, but that was like they were down 18, but they had some momentum. They scored 11 points in the third quarter. It's terrible. Yeah, so whoever was asking for that betting advice before, we definitely steered you the wrong way because we said the Knicks were going to win, and then we said the over in the points. And the over in the points might not hit because the Knicks have decided to not score since the second quarter. Well, if we had Soren, I think we would have narrowed down our pick a little bit better. I think we would have gotten some good advice. He also asked 2 Knicks fans, so I guess I don't know what answer he would expect. Like, no, we're going to say the Knicks are going to lose. I don't think we would say that. So, that's funny. Yeah, what do you want to see in the fourth quarter, John? I just want to try to get back in this game, like just be aggressive. I know Alvarado's in right now, so maybe he can get the boys going a little bit. I don't know if Clarkson's in the game. So if Clarkson's in the game, I'm trying to get him. No, he's not. So they put him in for 20 seconds. What is that going to do? But they got to get something going here. Get some buckets. Get it. If we can get this down to 10 points within the next 4 or 5 minutes, I feel okay with how the rest of this game is going to go. But that's a missed shot to start. So I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident in this one tonight. I don't feel a comeback. 5 for 28 from 3. Are you serious? Oh, yeah, brutal. That's what I was saying. If they can get the 3 ball going a little bit, I think it would give them some confidence. But just nothing is working. 5 for 28. That is terrible. Yeah, it's like if Times Square was like shut down. Like there's just nothing going nothing going on tonight. Man, Mobley missed. Okay, they're missing some free throws too. That's two in a row they missed. One from Mitchell before, now Mobley. Maybe Shamet have any points tonight? I don't think he has anything. He's another guy. They got to get, if he can get going. One of these bench guys has to give a spark. He only has 2. He's got 2 points. That's it. Maybe give some Kolick some time. Get Kolick out there. Yeah, mix it up a little bit. Like, I'm just checking the stats. I mean,
if you look at the stats like face value, like it looks like this game should be like a 4 or 5 point game. And then you look at the 3-point percentage and it's like, wow.
That's
and
the
then,
difference, yeah.
the turnovers and
Ton
the
of
third quarter,
turnovers.
especially.
Ton of turnovers. I think we're at like 15 plus at this point, right? I mean,
Yeah, 15. Cavs
15
have
on
11. Yeah, I mean, Cavs have 11. That's not very good either, but
no, but I'm sure they took
they're making
advantage
more
of it.
mistakes. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I wish I can find that point to it. Yeah, 18% from 3, and the Cavs at 36%. So that's a big thing. Turnovers aren't helping. Brunson and Cat didn't really do anything in the. Cat has 11 points tonight, but he only has 4 shots. Got to be more aggressive. That's what Dom was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Got to hunt for your shots, man. You did it in the 4th against Houston. You got the team going. Got to hunt. Got to go for those shots. No matter if it's under the basket, 3-pointers, something. Get them going.
And my boy Shamit was just grabbing at his knee too.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice shot by Alvarado, though. Hope he's
there
good.
We go.
I hope Shamit's good because he's an under the radar. If you don't watch basketball, it's not someone that you're going to recognize, but he does a lot of the dirty work for them, especially bench piece, plays like that 15-minute role game, like minutes per game role, and he does a great job at it. There's never, he's not going to lose you the game. Like, that's the point I'm trying to make. He's never going to go in there and lose you the game. He may not do anything that night to score, but he's not going to be the reason why you look at it and be like, damn, you shouldn't even put him in. He screwed us this game tonight. He's not going to do that. Like, there's guys that you put them in and they're going to screw up. It's going to cost you. He will never do that. He won't be the guy to lose you the game. He may not be productive, but he may not, do anything. He won't harm you either. Let's put it that way. He still looks like he's not feeling the best. Missed another free throw. See, come on. They're letting us hang around here. Let's go. If they win this game, this stream's gonna go crazy. So we gotta hope we get a comeback here so we can get some videos we can clip here.
Yeah.
Come on, Mobley, missed another one, please. He made that one. But 17-point game. Oh, look at that. Knicks have moved down to 4th best odds to win the Eastern Conference. Wow. Oh, they're high on the Cavs. The Cavs are their Pistons are plus 320 and the Cavs are plus 325. So they're riding high on the Cavs.
The Pistons have been excellent this year. I know we mentioned that last year, and that was the big 3. I think I'm actually caught up with you now. That was a great shot by Hart.
Josh Hart. Here we go. Yeah, no.
What do I say? Get the 3 ball going, JD.
That's 2 in a row. Corey. They heard you. Get it. Oh, he kicked it. Oh, sorry. But yeah, get the 3. That's what they need. Drive to the hoop, dish it out. If you can hit those, there are too many capable shooters on this team to not get it going here. And even if at this point, tough to come back from this deficit. Just make it respectable. Make it a respectable loss. That's what Dom was saying. Like, you lose to the Pistons, get blown out by them the other night again, and then like you're playing this team. This is a team that you're literally battling. You're 1 game better than them right now, so this is big. You cannot get blown out. You got to, even if you come back here just fall short, people are like, okay, they made a comeback. They didn't play well, and they only lost by 5 points. Out of bounds. Come on, get him out. He's not playing good tonight. As they say, that doesn't cost the team. He does that. I'm trying to think of who they even will put in at this point. Bridges is not really the hottest shooter tonight. OG's already in the game. Josh Hart, and I'll let Alvarado run. I would leave him in. Miss.
Shooter. Oh.
No rebounds, and then you let him shoot a 3. He's not.
Oh man.
That's.
Oh man, yeah.
That's a killer.
I mean, Donovan hasn't been great from beyond the arc tonight, but still 20 points.
No,
just doing what he does, yeah.
CT called the 30 piece from him, so.
Well, if he's a betting man, I'll see if he's right.
I mean, he needs what, 10? You said he has 20?
Yeah, he's 20.
Yeah, 20, and he shot terribly. He just makes his free throws. 8 points from the line is a free gift right there. 8 free points. Cat shooting some free throws. All right, let's go. Got to make them, or just one shot. Maybe one shot. Yeah, it's a defensive 3 seconds. They never call that either.
There we go.
Guys, like that's the one thing with that. Like, if they're gonna call it, you got to call it more because there's guys that definitely stay in the paint for way more than 3 seconds, and they don't do.
Oh, yeah.
They don't say anything. Like, I don't really get that. Like, you got to Brunson's back in. Why is Alvarado out? Leave him in.
Shamit's out.
Good. Yeah, he's not playing good tonight. I love defending him, but he's not playing good tonight. I know you're a big fan of him as well, but not playing that great tonight. Former Phoenix Sun, Landry Shamet. When he goes in the Hall of Fame, Michael, and as a son or Nick. Hey, boy, Cat. There we go.
There we go.
Baby. It was 8 minutes left, 88-74. So, listen, started out the fourth quarter, down by 18. Cut the lead down here. Let's go. We gotta get a more. I said if you're down by 10 with like 6 minutes left, you have a chance here. Have a chance. And Harden hits a 3, of course.
Oof, man.
I believe they haven't played each other since the first game of the year too. So this is a little different. A little different than Oh my God. What are you doing? Now we want to be unselfish.
What was that? Jeepers.
Oh, miss. No one's there for the rebound. This game's over.
Not even a center or forward down there. Nothing.
Brunson.
Just Brunson, yeah.
Brunson
you look at the
with
size difference. Yeah, look at the size difference.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, it might be time to start talking about something else other than this game, Corey. Like we're getting to that point. Down by 19. Cavs up 93-74. Yeah, this one's most likely over. If I had to guess, I don't see a 19-point comeback in 8 minutes, or less than 8 minutes. That's it. If that happens, and the Cavs probably will score 7 or less points the rest of the game. If that happens, if I had to guess, but yeah, just want to thank everyone once again for tuning in. Episode 100, big show we got here tonight. Knicks aren't really holding up their end of the bargain, but it was fun to have episode 100 on. We'll be on. Obviously, we're not going to quit here. We're going to stay on to the rest of the game, but I just wanted to thank everyone for coming through. And of course, having you on, Corey, once again, we got you, on. He did talk about this before, but if you want to go a little longer with in more in depth, if you want, you can tell the story how you weren't able to watch. He must have not have been on because you did talk about it. But if you want to beat yourself a little bit.
No, it sucked. I was working my part-time job, and I'm just constantly checking my phone when I had, breaks in between. And what a win for the boys. They played so good in the Olympics. I mean, that first match against Latvia, they had some ups and downs, but from that point on, they really just played good. But my MVP is Connor Hellebuck. He was absolutely stellar in that. President Trump, if you're listening, you need to build a statue for Connor Hellebuck. It was just unbelievable.
He might be a little busy right now, but
yeah.
I think he's talking as we speak as well. So
I was going to say, I think so. Yeah.
Hopefully he sees that later. But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, he was the fact that you look at the 4 lines they were running out there. Incredible. There was no obviously McDavid is great, but after that, the drop off was not really that far down. You know what I'm saying? Like he was great. And Hellebuck just didn't. He stopped everything. I'm like, okay, is there some point he might crack through, and he's not going to be able to stop everything. The one that he's going to stick with fans of Team USA forever was the one when he just got his stick out at the last second.
Yeah,
literally stopped it with the not even the main part of the stick. It was like the handle, and just put it out there, and the puck just hit off of it and went away. I'm like, that's when you're going to win, when you do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, for the Winnipeg Jets, they have not been very good this year. Hellebuck's been injured, but to bounce back, really have a frustrating season so far and win gold and play out of your mind. And I also got to give props to Jordan Bennington of Canada because he has been terrible this year. The Blues have been awful. I don't even know, to be honest, I don't even know how he even got on the Olympic team, but he proved everybody wrong because he also played very good in net this Olympics. and he kept Canada in, some games that were close. There weren't too many games that Canada had to really fight, but like
That's
in a couple of the
last
games,
3 or so, yeah.
yeah,
The ones
he
before
played
that,
very
no.
good. And I see Marty was saying about Jack Hughes and the missing tooth photo.
Yeah, iconic.
You got to hang that one up. Someone's got to hang that up in the White House or something. Just that's going to be such an iconic photo. Even the press conference too with the Hughes brothers with Austin Matthews, it's just a blast. It was just a good win for them.
Yeah, Quinn Hughes is a little drunk, but besides that, it was great. Yeah, he was looking for. I don't know if you saw. He was looking for like more beers as he was sitting.
Yeah, he was like,
I'm like, all right, man. Settle down for a few more minutes and then go enjoy yourself after that. But he was already gone. That was funny. But
I gotta go back to like when we had our chalked moments when I was on the one episode.
Yeah,
these reporters, man, when the one guy's asking Austin Matthews, how are you gonna take this Olympics like performance and try and make like the Maple Leafs like a championship contender? I'm like, in front of like the Hughes brothers who like don't even play with you like on the same team. Like, so he's just like, I'm trying to live in the moment. I'm like, some of these questions are just asinine.
Yeah, they have no feel. There's like no feel of the situation. Like, I don't think that's what he's worried about.
No.
Especially that's like asking Sullivan what he can do for the Rangers, just because the Rangers have sucked this year, but at least he got something out of it. And JT Miller, Vinny Trocheck, he was the guy celebrating a little too hard. But you gotta listen. It's not too hard. It's not celebrating too hard when you win something like that. It was well deserved for those guys. But
absolutely,
we recognize it. We recognize how important it was. And if you don't understand, then I don't know what you've been doing in your life up to this point. You missed it.
As a big hockey fan myself, like not only is it good for the country, but it introduced people to the game. It might warrant people to like watch the NHL more and stay in tune when Gary Bettman actually lets these guys play in the Olympics. The Four Nations was great, but the Olympics was just there's nothing like the Olympics.
No. Yeah, and we Biggie mentioned a great point. It's like, hockey's not in our sport, but we just beat the guys that created the sport.
Yeah.
So that just shows like you're saying now too, like, maybe there's kids that didn't know what hockey was, and they were like, oh, I want to try that. I want to be like a Jack Hughes type of guy. Maybe we see that eventually in hockey become more of a, because it definitely, I know since we're younger, it's grown, but I think it has more room to grow than it already has. Because I know a few of my friends, middle school, elementary school, they started playing hockey, and I know some other people that have played hockey as well. And it's like I never would have thought, and now it's like it feels like it can get even better, especially something like that, like you said, like a country beating the country that invented the sport, and then like winning the gold medal over them too. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it, man. It was great.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. But yeah, 95. Oh, that hurt. Damn, you hit him right in the ribs.
Oh. And Harden's arguing it like, buddy, he got hit in the ribs.
Yeah, that hurt. That had to hurt because he got turned like sideways too. I think they're challenging it. Wow. All right. Cavs 95-78, halfway through the fourth. So yeah, like I said, this game's probably over, but we're gonna stay on, until its conclusion in the fourth. There we go. Let me check. As we're sitting here, I'm gonna see what other potential games we can potentially do here for the Knicks. I know, like we were saying, WBC. I definitely want to do one of those, but we got to see if the days work. Well, they do play the Thunder next Wednesday. Knicks do play the Thunder next Wednesday. That's a good one. We might have to arrange that. I think that's a game we have to do. Knicks versus Thunder on a Wednesday night, 7:00. I think we have.
Is it at the Garden? A Garden or OKC? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's at the Garden too. I think we have to, because then after that they go on a West Coast and then come back to the East Coast. But that's like a week. A week or a little over a week out. So like they're out of these games start late, so we're not doing that. I don't think anyone wants to watch us at midnight. Be honest with you. So I think we're gonna avoid that. But yeah, next Wednesday I think that would be good. So we do another stream of the Knicks, and then we really can't do anything until like a week or two after that. So then we can do some maybe WBC games. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I'm excited for the WBC.
Me too. I mean, I know like people are saying it doesn't have as much firepower just because was it the Team Puerto Rico doesn't have their full team just because I don't know if you heard about this. Some of their players didn't get insured fully, so like they didn't
really?
Yeah, because like when they play in that, they can't obviously use their MLB affiliated team. They can't get insured by them because it's a separate thing. So they have to get insured by something different. I don't know the whole situation, but the guy's backed out. The one that like Lindor isn't playing. Well, he got hurt anyway, but he wasn't going to play regardless. Even before he got hurt, I know there's a few other guys. I think Baez, Correa. So they don't have their full team, but it's still going to be really good. I mean, the Dominicans are pretty good. Puerto Rico's still not bad. Venezuela is pretty good. Team Italy's been like a sleeper team. I actually think they're going to be pretty competitive. I know me and my brother Ryan, Jet Specialist, we like to call him on the program, but we're going to do like a preview. We're going to do a WBC preview next week, right before it comes out. So people that aren't too familiar, they get to actually know who's on what team. But there's minor league guys that are prospects that are playing for some of these countries, and they're good. People just don't know who they are yet. That's the beauty of it. Like we didn't know who Yamamoto was from the Dodgers, the last WBC. He pitched in that, made a name for himself, and now he was the guy in the World Series. That unfortunately, I hate to bring that up for you.
Yeah, he was tossing the Blue Jays left and right. That was the tough game.
I mean, the fact that he pitched Game 6 and then came out again in Game 7 to win. That was like, all right, ultimate respect for you because I know how my arm feels after I pitch and I don't want to throw again for a week. And he's going out there back to back like that. That's insane that he did that. But yeah, that's the beauty of the WBC. Like there's guys that get opportunities, get to showcase themselves. I know there was one guy he pitched on I think it was Great Britain or something like that last time the WBC happened. Struck out like 3 MLB guys and he got signed the next day. That was crazy. But that's what can happen. Like if you're not on a team or whatever and you want a chance, you go out there, you do well. You never know. Guys that are retired that just play in this, it's great. It's a great atmosphere too.
Yeah, I think the foul. I think they didn't call it on Cleveland or I obviously it's muted, but Cleveland was able to inbound and they just had a dunk. So.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the dunk. So whatever happened with that call, I'm not sure. But then Cat just got off.
Yeah.
This game's over. Just take them out, please. This is not a good performance. Not encouraging at all. Lose to the number 1 seed 3 times. Get crushed every time, and then get blown out by Cleveland. Oh man. Yeah, good. Take him out. Let him rest. He doesn't need to play the rest of his game. We got 6 minutes left, so we're almost done here. And the game has definitely been dragged out because it's on Peacock, so they do the longer commercials. That's what it is. Good old Peacock. It's Reggie Miller. It's just everything he's involved in.
It's just longer and more drawn out.
And
anything
boring.
with Reggie Miller, and boring.
Yeah. And Knicks, anti-Knicks. I'm sure I haven't heard him because obviously, like I said, I'm not watching him or I can't really hear my TV anyway. But I'm sure he's been saying stuff about them tonight. If I had to guess. He's going to do playoff games too again.
Yeah.
I mean, last year, doing Pacers versus Knicks, you played for the Pacers. Pacers win, go to the NBA Finals, and you're celebrating with them on the court.
Yeah, when you mentioned that. Actually, speaking of Reggie Miller, I completely forgot I was planning on doing this, and I forgot. But
oh, God. Oh, God. Man. Looks like a mug shot. That's his headshot of like Pacer days or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna clip that one. Reggie Miller haunted the stream. That's why the Knicks lost tonight.
Here, you're Reggie. Hey Reggie, how you feeling about the Knicks playing tonight? Oh, it's great, man. I'm so happy that the Knicks are playing just not good. They're such a terrible 3-point team.
Oh man. Reggie Miller. They're down by 20 now. Great. 98-78.
You did say 20. You did say it was coming, so
Yeah, I was like, it's either going to be 20 points or it's going to be within 10. And it went the opposite way after I said that. So that's a foul. No, at this point, though, it's 5 minutes left. You're down 20. Just take the guys out of the game.
Oh,
Just
oh,
take
that's
them
fine.
out.
Yeah.
There's no need to leave these guys in the game. They're not coming back. You got to regroup. You got 2 days off. Play the Bucks on Friday, who suck right now. Beat them, then come home and play the Spurs. That's what you got to worry about.
Yeah, Spurs have been very good.
They are so good, man. I hope they make the finals. Like that's like my one of the teams I want to see in the West.
Yeah. If only CP3 was still there, riding that success.
Yeah, no, he was good last year. I guess because they drafted Stephon Castle,
Yeah.
last year. Then they drafted Dylan Harper this year. So they're like, okay, we have 2 young point guards. What is he going to do for us? And he was good for them. I think he averaged like double-digit points. Like he wasn't a scrub last year. And then goes to the Clippers. They throw him. They send him home. Then he got traded at the deadline and just retired. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
That's not the way you want to go out. But
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't going to play for the Raptors. There was
no. I completely forgot that Russell Westbrook is in Sacramento.
Yeah, on the worst. They have 12 wins this year or something like that.
Yeah, that's oh my god. They're so bad.
Good. He actually has been pretty good, but that's like the only guy they got right now. Levine's out for the year. Sabonis is out for the year. They ruled them both out last week. I'm like, okay, so they're really trying to tank. Yeah, Kings are
yeah. How do you feel about the tanking? Like I know Adam Silver wants to like punish teams. I know like the Jazz got what was it, 500,000 fine or something?
Yeah. Last week when me and Biggie did our show last week, and that was actually one of the main topics we talked about was like how the Pacers played the Knicks before the All-Star break, played everyone. The next night they played, not one of the main guys played for them. Like there was like 6 guys that were out. I'm like, how does that that's obviously not true. Like you can't, they all can't be fully healthy and then not healthy the next night. There's no way. And then I saw they fined them. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're going to find the guys, but you got to have levels to this because their teams are going to keep doing it. What is a $500,000 fine to a organization that's worth how much? Like think of how much money these organizations are worth. It's nothing. That's like that's like us paying like $20 for like a meal. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing to them. Like that's what I'm trying to say. It's like I don't know. They gotta think of more like the higher punishments as you go. Like if you keep doing it, it's gonna keep prices keep going up. I also feel like I know they do the lottery, but say this team got fined multiple times for tanking and they still come away with a top 5 pick, you demote them down like 10 spots. I know in baseball, but because I'm rooting for the Mets, obviously, the last few years they've been over like a certain amount of money allowed, so they get demoted like 10 slots in the picks, like 10 picks down every time. Why not do that in basketball? You got to do something, right? You can't let these teams get away with it, and it's obvious what they're doing too. They're not hiding it.
Yeah, they got to figure out something because then after a while, like I mean, obviously no one's going to the Jazz games or the Kings games right now, but still, like. Just everything about their franchise is just going to get very boring and plus other teams too are going to start taking advantage of that. And the whole point is to, even if your team sucks, which, Indiana right now sucks, Sacramento sucks, but they can still try and develop those younger guys and get some small W's of development.
Yeah. I mean, and with the Pacers, they were in the finals last year. And they have a good team that just besides the guys that are playing right now, they have a good team that is injured. So when they're next year, when they're fully healthy, they're gonna be good. So I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That they should. I don't understand. Okay, they're probably thinking we don't have any shot this year. We might as well lose. Whatever. We'll have a nice draft pick on top of our already veteran roster, which I get. I get that side of it, but that's not like a competitive nature. Like that's not. You don't do that. I don't know. How can you sit there and be okay with all right, yeah, we'll lose tonight. We're okay with it. We'll be fine. We're just gonna get a nice draft pick. We'll worry about next year. I understand where they're coming from, but also like you said with the Kings, the Hornets. I mean, the Pelicans, like they suck. Like
Yeah.
they haven't just sucked like this year. Like it's been like a recurring thing with them. The Kings occasionally have a good season. A good season for them is 500 basketball. I don't know how good that is, but they do have occasionally that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever. I don't know. Like when the Knicks were bad before COVID, they were bad. Like they didn't try to be bad. They were just they were just brutal. Like that, I understand. Like if you're a team that's just not good, like the Wizards, they don't try to lose. They're just not good. Like the Nets aren't trying to lose. They're just not a good team. Like that, I understand. But like the Pacers, like you have somewhat of an okay roster even right now. You're just not playing up to the potential. But then when you just sit guys, literally more than half your rotation that played the night before and they beat the Knicks, and you sit them the next night, like that's not cool. Like you can't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just can't. You can't be doing that. I'm not sure what that we just talked through a whole review for whatever. Not sure what that was.
It was something. I think it was whether Brunson got fouled, because they were looking at an overhead of Brunson was taking a shot and he was getting double teamed. And I think it was whoever was on the left. I didn't catch the number. Might have nicked his hand and the ball went in, but I don't think the Knicks got the call because the Cavs have the ball now.
Yeah, and they missed, but they have the ball. Under 5 to go. Ooh. Under 5 to go. Down 20. Just take the guy. I don't know why these guys are still in the game. Someone's going to get hurt. Just get them out. Nice shot by Bridges, but it's a little too late, buddy. Yeah, 98, 81, 420 to go. Oh, man, my voice is shot. Why did they just give him 2 extra points? Did I miss something?
What, Bridges is total?
Oh, they gave him it's 98-83, but they had 2 points missing on the score bug on the MSG. It's a 15-point game, but still, yeah, they missed it. Yeah, no, it's right now. All right, yeah, we're gonna see something happen in a few seconds. Let's see what the damn Hornets are blowing out the Bulls. Wow,
the Bulls suck.
Yeah, they're
so bad.
Yeah, they made like 8 trades and they got all point guards and they don't even play them. So I don't know what they were doing. And the Suns are down 4 at the half, so 50-46. So it's competitive. I think they're going to win. I have a good feeling they're going to win this one. Grayson Allen off the bench tonight. It's funny. 9 points, and he has 1 of 7 from like his field goals, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Never seen that one.
Free throw merchant tonight.
Yeah. Derek White is 18. If they can contain him, they're going to win. And 1 for Cleveland. Oh, my God. 183. Make it 101-83. What do you know? The Nets lost again.
Really?
Yeah, they did. They only lost by 9. But they did lose. Michael Porter Jr. is our only like hope. He's the only guy. I feel bad for him. He went from Denver, who makes the postseason every year, to a team that can barely even like probably win 20 games, 25 games. They have like 15 wins right now, so they're not the worst, but it's still not good. 15-42. All right, let's go. Take them out. 3:35, down by 18. Just take them out of the game. What are we leaving these guys in for? It's over. If someone lets up an 18-point lead in 3 minutes, a lot went wrong.
They just stopped playing defense then.
Yeah, they probably just walked off the court and be like, yeah, we're done. You guys can come back and win now. Now it's a 16-point game, but that's what I'm saying. It's over. Come on, we're pressuring them. Someone's gonna get hurt. It's not worth it. We'll see them another time. I'm sure they play them again. I think this is only the second time they played. Let's see. Probably April. No, they don't play them again. That means they did play them twice. Oh, they played them on Christmas. I'm an idiot. They beat them twice. That's what it was. Yeah, they beat them the first game of the year and beat them on Christmas, and this is the third game. Like you held Cleveland to 101 points so far. You think you have a chance at winning the game? After how
And then you
started.
look, and then you look,
You
and they
look
have
at
85.
Yeah, terrible. I'm disappointed tonight. I thought they were going to come out much better. I don't. That's why I was so I thought this was going to like you sent me earlier today. Big game tonight. I'm like I agree. I 100% agree, and this falls flat. But listen, it's not going to take anything away from episode 100. We had a great time. Definitely had a great time.
Would have been even better with a Knicks win. We would have had confetti,
Confetti
party
falling
poppers.
down. Yeah, we would have had a great grand old time. We would have been episode 100 with another Knicks win on the stream. We went to 5-1 on Knicks streams. 4-2 is not bad, but 5-1 is better. I mean, an extra win always helps.
Oh, and it's a foul.
These are ugly games, man. I hate games like this. The Knicks frustrate. I mean, what team frustrates me the most, but this team frustrates me because they're like expected to be so good and like they look so good, and then they just look like complete like trash for like a game like this. And then Friday night they'll come out to win. They'll go home Sunday. They'll beat the Spurs in like a tough game, and then next week they'll have a stinker against whoever. This is a tough schedule. All right. This is an invitation to take the guys out. The Cavs have taken every single guy out of the game. Cavs have put in their official bench warmers. All right, that means the Knicks follow suit here. It's over. Harden's out. Mobley's out. Jared Allen's out. Mitchell's going to make a free throw and be out.
The fans are out.
Fans are leaving.
Cavs are leaving,
Mike Tomlin's in the game. The guy named Tomlin, I think his name is Mike. That's why he stopped coaching because he's playing now. Okay, there we go. They figured it out. Take them out. Yep. Porty, Diawara's in the game. Kolek, Sohan. I think I said it right for the first time. There we go. All right, they took them all out. Thank God. I had a feeling something bad was going to happen there.
And Sohan's always rocking a different hairstyle. He should have had painted episode 100 on the side of it.
Yeah, he went with the Knicks style. He dyed it Knicks colors. So they're going to foul just to get Mitchell out. Smart. The 104-85. This game, you weren't on this stream, but this is in December. Knicks played the Pistons, and was it December or early January, actually. It was early January. Knicks lost 121-90. This game reminds me very much of that one. And we had a Knicks stream that night, and we were like, yeah, we stayed on till the end, but it was brutal watch. Brutal watch.
Good game for Spida.
Yeah, he was. Man, listen, man, they Harden unlocked a different element. I think of this team. I think he provides a lot for them. Hey, Kolek, that a boy. I love Kolek, man. He's gonna be a good player a couple of years if he gets more. He was good when he got playing time this year, but I think when he actually gets significant time, he's gonna be pretty good. He wants to get better. He played in the G League game Saturday. The Knicks played at 8:30. Kolek played in the G League game in the afternoon. Came back to the Garden for the night game. He didn't play, but still, he was there.
That's commitment.
Yeah, that's a dog. That's a team player right there. Oh, Diawara, nice. Good confidence. He scratches it. He makes me scratch my head. Hey, he'll do that, and then he'll just bonehead mistake. We got a minute 35 left here. 107. Wait. Oh, you missed. Okay, 107-90. So the Knicks are just kind of just getting this one over with. Hopefully, it ends quicker than time actually on the screen here. But a little disappointing performance tonight. I think we can both agree on that. I think it should have been better for the Knicks. First quarter started out good, and then they just let it get away from them at the end of the quarter of every quarter tonight. It seems like that they're hanging around, and then they just kind of let it go. You got to just be able to be committed and focused the entire time, which I think they lacked that tonight. And it's not the end of the world, but it seems like they should have put up a better performance from start to finish, and they didn't, which I mean, it is what it is. But they got to rebound on the weekend. Can't let a game like this get into more losses down the road. You can't afford that to happen.
All right, let's get these free throws out of the way.
Yeah, please. This is misery. Misery. And it's just like never ending. If this is a Mets game, I would have stopped. I would have ended the stream. I would be like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think James Harden likes seeing you suffer because they cut to him and he was just dying laughing on the bench.
Yeah, like you heard the funniest joke ever, right? Yeah. Nah, he's having a good time. But anything you got, Corey, before we sign this one off? Because as soon as they hit zeros, I think we both need to leave this one. But anything you had here? Anything on the game? Literally anything you want to talk about, just to get us through these last 30 seconds.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say to get us through the final 30 seconds is, not a great performance tonight by the New York Knicks. I think they'll bounce back, but Cleveland, they are a dangerous team. James Harden, again, proving why he's a big piece. And, a little disappointment for the 100th episode, but still, it was a good night. Chat was active. We had, the big three in, and I came in second half. It was a good stream.
No, definitely. I love that too. And that's why I liked having you on in the second half, since it's like a stabilizing thing. Like me and you actually, we can sit here and talk. And, we joke around, but it's more of like a professional end. With those guys, it's out of control. So that's why I like having CT and Dom on together, because they're just off the chain usually. But, we know how to reel it in. That's why I like to have the mix of both, which is great. But this game is finally over. So 109-94 Cavs. So they get their nice win. Episode 100 was fun. Nice accomplishment. I'm glad I had everyone. That's the beauty of having a good team, when you can call on guys and like everyone's ready to go. CT, Crazy Dom from Jersey, Dom, just whatever name you want to call him. Corey was obviously with us in the second half. Biggie was on for a little bit in the first half. We called on everyone and everyone responded, which we got 100 episodes, not just because of, me, it was because of everyone, which I appreciate the help from everyone here. That's going to do it for episode 100 of JD's Empire Sports Talk. Probably going to do a Knicks stream next week. I'm thinking Wednesday, Knicks versus Thunder. We need a little bit of a rebound after this. We need to recover from this game. So I think that's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good game. I don't know if they're going to win, but I think a good game to, talk some basketball and just life and, sports in general. But yeah, that's going to do it, everybody. Want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. But yeah, see you guys.